Yo, chat, what's good, boys? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold up, pulling up all the chats here, guys. Give me 1 sec. Oil up Carter. Alrighty. Not even 10 seconds into stream. What up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? Yo, chat. Banger videos getting reacted to today. Also, yo, dare I say the YouTube video I got coming out tonight is gonna be our best video yet. I got a fire ass title on our new YouTube video coming out. This one yesterday Loki kind of flopped. I don't think it's a bad video at all though. If y'all haven't tapped into the YouTube long form content yet, y'all gotta make sure you watch that sometimes or sometime. YouTube long form content over on my YouTube channel is untapped gold. Untapped gold. Carter's falling off. Dude, actually my videos the last 3 days have been doing insane compared to what they were doing. Bro, the fall off on TikTok really does have to be studied. But like YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat, the fall on is going to be generational. It is generational already. Bro, like, here's my YouTube. Let's go to my YouTube. Actually, no, it's not go to my YouTube stats. But like YouTube in the past like month, I think I'm at like 100 million views. The last month was like 120. Instagram just hit 1 million. I'm at 100 million views a month on there, 120 million views. You should talk about the Canvas hack. Yeah, I got a video on the hantavirus coming out tonight, the YouTube hack, the Canvas hack, and what's the other one? Tropical, I appreciate the $2. When's your next femboy cosplay? Alrighty. And then I got one coming out on neckbeards, I think. Got one coming on neckbeards. How many times do I post on YouTube? I post right now 8 shorts a day, and then I post 1 long form video a day. Bro, I'm trying to keep up with the 8 videos a day everywhere. 4 reaction and then 4 on the main account. Putting in that work, chat. Carter, do more car content. I mean, I like my car. I think it's sick. I also just don't know enough about cars for people to be like that interested in it. And bro, I'm one of those people, I don't really know a lot about cars. I just drive a nice car. So it's like, I don't know. I don't want to get clowned on by the car community. And there's also like, I feel like not much content you can do with the car. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there is, but not in like my case. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, chat, listen, everyone shut the fuck up and listen up. Okay, guys, here are the videos that we have to react to. I want to react to at least 4 of these today. I want to crank out like a 2-hour stream minimum. Maybe even 2.5, 3 hours. That might be pushing, I'm not going to lie. We all know my energy gets drained pretty fast. Okay, so here's the videos we have to choose from today, chat. I'm going to let you guys pick which one we do. I'll just do whatever one I see most in the chat. Okay. First up, we have a YouTube video we're going to react to. Inventors that were killed by their own inventions. I think that one is a decent one we can react to. Another one is, can you become Batman with $1 billion? I saw Joe Bart react to this one. I didn't actually watch the video of him reacting, but I thought it was an interesting concept, so I just, took the original video and I'll react to it, and then I'll probably watch his after. I love watching his shit. Another one is, I tested weird store policies. That's another one. That's from Jack Pembroke. Which one's this one? This one's, wait, is that not this one? I guess it is. Another one is the dumb design of modern cars. That's more of like an informational one. Okay, so here's holy shit, that was crazy. Here's what I'm thinking. I think we're gonna react to how a pilot hijacked his own plane. History's most ridiculous jobs that no longer exist. Maybe I want to do the Batman one, I feel. And then I want to do inventors that were killed by their own inventions. Is that crazy? Bro, we gotta hit a horror. I haven't made a horror video in a while. Oh my god. Fuck. Do you guys want to actually? Should we throw a horror video in there today? Let's see what videos perform best on my. I haven't looked at this in a minute. My most popular videos are the try not to cringe one, try not to laugh, a scary video, backrooms, the evil butt plug. That's just a fire thumbnail. I feel like the thumbnail carried that shit. Put your camera face on instead of side angle. Looks better for stream. Yeah, I know, bro. I literally can't do it though because there's no way to configure my desk to do it because my camera's on a tripod, so I had to it's like barely even on the desk. I have to I think I'm gonna move my setup back a little bit and then get a secondary table to put in the back. Or man, I guess the FNAF VHS. I saw people were wanting the FNAF VHS tapes. I saw people wanted that, but I don't really think there's more parts. I don't really know, honestly. I guess I could just look up real quick. FNAF VHS tapes. I feel like we've watched a lot of them. I mean, I guess there's a lot of them, but I want to do ones that are some of the original ones. You know what I mean, chat? I want to do some of the original ones. Do you guys want to do FNAF VHS tapes today? I guess we can just do that. I mean, I got no problem with it. The videos do pretty well, dude. This is the Spectre guy. How many did he make? Okay, so Spectre made all... Sorry, I'm really yapping before we get into the reaction shit. Spectre made all these videos. The only ones we haven't reacted to are the salvage and the maintenance report. And dare I say we could react to both of those and maybe even make it under one video. You should react to your own video. Bro, just you guys wait to see the video I have coming out today on the spam account. You guys are going to find it funny. I probably just gave it away, but I saw in my Instagram comments yesterday that I should react to my own videos. So I'm low-key doing that. Hopefully the audience finds it funny. I don't know if they will. But if they do... Dude, I can double up all my videos. I can do some crazy shit and then react to it, double the content. It's genius, bro. Okay, do you guys want to watch these today? The salvage and the maintenance report? Dare I say we do these first and get the scary ones out of the way? I don't think that's a horrible idea. I guess, bro, low-key, let's do these as two separate videos, I feel. Cause I mean, hold on. Let me think, guys. Let me think. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? One of them is 10 minutes long, so my reactions are probably gonna cause the video to be at least 20 minutes long. The other one is 8 minutes long, so the video will be 15, 16 minutes long. Potential for 2 videos? I don't really know. I just joined. What are we doing? We're trying to figure out what we want to react to today. Okay. I say let's just do these scary ones and actually get going here because I'm just wasting time sitting here. Let's do the scary ones, and then I really want to do what is this one? I want to do the how a pilot hijacked his own plane because I haven't watched that one, and I want to know if it's interesting or not. And then I want to do for sure, it's between the Batman one and the history's most ridiculous jobs. I don't know. Okay, chat. Which one should we watch first? Let me know, guys. The maintenance report or the salvage report? 1 for maintenance report, 2 for salvage report. Type it in the chat right now. Type it in the chat right now. How can you post all your vids within an hour not spread through the day? It's because I have it's time zones. When I post at 5, 6, 7, or sometimes 6, 7, 8, or sometimes 5, 5:45, 6:30, 7:15. I don't know. I just kind of random it. But if you post at 5 o'clock, that means that people on the East Coast are out of school, and then everyone on the West Coast is either getting out of school or they have a little bit till they get out of school, and they're winding down their school day, so they're looking for entertainment. I low-key probably should try posting at 6, 7, and 8, or maybe even 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, because that's when people are most on their phones, but I don't know. I've had a pretty consistent posting schedule for a while. Everyone's saying 1 in the chat. Literally nobody wants to watch the second one. Okay, bet. Okay, chat. First one it is. Here we go. All right, chat. Oh wait, let me make sure. Hold up. Let me make sure. Am I full screen? Yep, I am. Okay, awesome. All right, chat. Without further ado, FNAF VHS tapes, part 3, the maintenance report. Let's get it. Let's go. I like feet. Here we go. Part 3, baby. Come on.
All right.
Let's just stop and dissect what just happened. Let's take a step back. Let's grip the nutsack and let's think about what he just said. What was the author trying to convey with the word all right? Anyone in the chat? I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to be like that one English teacher in high school.
So I've managed to finally roll this thing in here, so I guess let's go ahead and get started now.
I guess let's go ahead and
Boss
not.
wants me to run through this maintenance report, so hopefully we can figure out why this thing has been acting up lately. We're also opening a new location next year, so what's most likely going to happen is I'm going to have to strip this thing apart so we can use it for spare parts for the newer animatronic models. So let's go ahead and see what I need to do first.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it's because Five Nights at Freddy's has eternally scarred me as a human being, and I think it's scarred everyone as a generation. I don't understand how you would ever be able to work a job alone with an animatronic after, like, knowing the presence of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, it makes me wonder, like, how animatronic jobs were viewed before Five Nights at Freddy's came out, because, like, I wonder if anybody had these fears of, like, them being possessed and, like, crazy. I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's single-handedly made animatronics, like, super scary. Just my take.
Let's see here. Movement test. Alright then. We will need as many parts as we can salvage from our remaining animatronics. These may include servos, wires, circuit boards, or pieces from the endoskeleton. Insert the floppy disk titled Animatronic Movement Test Program into the computer to test each of the animatronic's joint movements. Okay. Sounds simple enough. Alright, let's get the computer on,
turn it up.
get this thing hooked up, and let's see how this movement test goes. Let's see. Animatronic. Ah, here it is.
Here's my question. Why is any person in these VHS tapes, why are they always alone? I feel like something we can learn from these VHS tapes is that you should never do some bullshit alone, especially at nighttime. It's like these workers can't work during the daytime. You know what I mean? It's like, why are we doing this at night every time without fail? Like, working the night shift, bro, I could never do that shit. I would never be turning my back to that animatronic, by the way. Genuinely would never turn my back.
Would you like to proceed? Yes. Alright, let's see here.
Oh my god, fist me. Is that his shadow in the back, or is that the animatronics? I might be too jumpy. I might be getting too ahead of myself, but I'm relatively sure Bonnie's creeping up on him right now.
Let's go ahead and start with the head movements first. H-E-A-D. And then we'll just go down the rest of the body.
I like men. Oh my god. Dude, it's just so creepy. Like, how do you not get creeped out by this shit? Like, why give it such human eyes? My lord. It turns too slowly for my liking.
Okay, well then. Looks like the neck and jaw joints are functioning normally, so I'm gonna put this camera down real quick so I can.
It's looking at him.
That's strange.
Oh my god, we are so fucking cooked. Brother, man, let's evacuate the area. You are no longer welcome here. I promise you, bro, I promise you, bro, that bullshit happens to me. The animatronic out of nowhere turns at me, opens its jaw, and just, like, oddly stares at me. I am giving it that left-right Mike Tyson goodnight sleeper haymaker to the right jaw, upper decky slept on the ground. I don't play about that kind of bullshit, dude.
I guess there's some kind of circuit malfunction. I'm not sure why it's... Okay.
Oh, I'm so tight, bro. I'm actually so tight. I fucking hate watching this shit. I don't know if you guys have watched part 1 and 2 of the FNAF VHS tapes that I've reacted to. I can't stand the quality and the sound and the movement, everything about it. I hate this shit. With a passion.
What'll happen if... Alright. Okay, so let me just go ahead and make sure everything is connected right. Get it all rebooted, and then we'll pick up where we left off.
Why are we rebooting it? Whoa. Why are we inside Bonnie? Why are we on his backside? So we're penetrating the back end here. I like the flank here on Bonnie, but my question is like, why would we reboot that shit? I mean, you had a near-death experience just now, and you don't even know it. You don't even know what just almost happened to you, buddy. Oh, the things that he would have done to your little tiny hole that you have no clue were close to happening to you.
Okay, so just checking the circuits now on the back of the head here. They might be shorted. These control the neck and jaw servos, and yeah, they seem to have been shorted. So that means the head won't move unless all of the electronics are completely gutted and replaced.
Didn't the head just move?
I'm not repairing this piece of junk, so I guess I'll just leave everything how it is and move on to the next one. Alright, so let's do the ears. E-A-R-S.
Stop, dude. Please, for the for the love of God, for the rest of the video, do not turn the camera that fast, because I will genuinely shit a brick if I get jump scared during this video. Do not be panning the camera that fast. Dude, I don't know what it is with these FNAF VHS tapes. Every time I watch this bullshit, it's either the cameraman pans the camera way too slow like he's a grandma on hospice care, or he pans it way too fast like he's the Flash, dude. We gotta have a healthy in-between, because this is not working for me right now.
Huh. Why aren't they moving? Alright, so if the ears aren't moving, that means the shortage affected just about everything connected to the head. So I guess the ears don't work either. Alright, let's try the arms instead, I guess.
You're so cooked, bro.
Okay, that seems to be working fine. Great. At least we can salvage something from the endoskeleton.
How tall are these things, by the way? I don't know if anybody knows, like, the canon lore on Five Nights at Freddy's, but I remember watching, like, a Matt Pat video, like, when I was, like, dude, I had to have been, like, 13 years old. He, like, went over there was, like, a section of the video where he, like, went over the animatronics. Aren't these things, like, canonically, like, 7'10", maybe even 8 feet tall? 7'9", 8'2", 8'10"? Okay, so we're just saying bullshit in the chat right now. No one actually knows how big they are. Pause. Holy shit, crazy pause.
So let's try the other one now.
One of these times, bro, he's gonna turn the camera around and it's gonna jump scare us. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I like men.
Jesus Christ.
Did y'all see that finger action on Bonnie? He was giving him the Oh, it just tore open. That's crazy.
Damn. Okay. So the entire shoulder joint just completely snapped. All of these parts are so grimy and full of rust that these constant failures don't exactly surprise me. So, I mean, I might be able to salvage the forearm and hand.
Imagine being named Carter. Yeah, but I hope your entire family tree perishes in the worst accident possible.
But I don't know how.
I'm just kidding.
Looks like I'll only be able to entirely salvage the left arm, though. Which, I guess, is better than nothing. Damn, this thing stinks. Okay. So let's go ahead and take off this left arm now before something kills it too,
stinks,
so I can
but
at least salvage something from this thing.
Okay, I'm not gonna pause. No, fuck it, I am gonna pause. Weren't the kids stuffed into these suits? It's been a while since I've touched up on the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, if I'm gonna be honest, guys, so don't take me as a non-FNAF fan. But weren't the kids stuffed into the suit, and he just said it smells, but there's no kid in that suit. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, like, I feel like that doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless it's just, like, there's, like, murder juices on him. I don't know.
Alright, so as you can see here, I managed to get the left arm taken off. Took a bit of force and, of course, some know-how, but here it is. And as you can see, the wires are cut, but still intact enough to be rewired to anything else. So hopefully I'll be able to salvage everything that I haven't tested already. But seeing how easily that right shoulder joint just snapped, I highly doubt it'll be that easy. Alright, let's move on to the hips now.
Stop! Die! Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit, he's kinda getting into it.
Man, I mean, this thing might as well just collapse right in front of me. I'm surprised they want me to salvage anything from it at all. Alright, let's move on to the legs. Left leg.
I got a good feeling this is gonna be it. Alright, never mind. Yo, chat, quick question, bro. I mean, let's actually do a quote of the day really quick. Quote of the day? Quote of the day, chat. Yesterday is a mystery, and tomorrow will be history. But today is a gift. That's why it's called today. All right, let's get it. Let's go.
Okay, those seem to be working fine.
Bro, so far, honestly, the animatronics working not too bad at all. Besides the missing arm.
All right, both legs seem to be.
Yo, but real quick, guys, is anybody else kind of getting turned on by Bonnie's feet, or is that just like a me? I wanted to address the elephant in the room, but I didn't really know if you guys are gonna be feeling it with me. So hopefully somebody out there is feeling that too.
Working fine. I'll probably salvage those last though when I get finished with everything else, because I'll still need this thing standing. Okay, fabric exterior salvage. The new animatronic models will be made from a plastic mold. This means we will need to salvage as many pieces of the fabric layer as possible.
Oh, brother man, it is moving behind you. You actual watermelon. Let's rotate our bodies 180 degrees and look at the enemy. Comprehendo, por favor?
Possible. The most important of which.
Oh my god, it's moving! Turn around! You are in an empty room with no sound around you. I know you can hear that shit.
Hard to replicate features such as the head, face, hands. Oh, jeez!
Oh my god, just put it inside me and give it to me rough. Bro! That is on you, bro, Chacho. How did you not hear that?
Why is... Oh. Right. Forgot to turn the computer off.
You're so silly, bro.
Okay, so...
Forgot to turn the computer off.
It sounds like I'm just...
Oh my god. Just give me some of that girth, Poppy. What the hell, dude? Listen, bro, I'm telling you, I'm leaving the job site after this, and I'm never returning. I mean, what are we... Like, what the fuck is really going on, bro? Seriously. I mean, this right here is some grade A bullshit. I'm sorry, I hate to keep pausing, but it really is.
Salvaging the exterior layer now. So let me go ahead and take the other endo parts alongside the fabric piece that I actually need.
Oh, don't do that. Oh my god, I'm so tight. Ow, I just drilled my elbow. Oh my god, stop. Stop.
Alright.
That's
disgusting. That should be everything.
Don't take the eyes out,
bro. As you
bro.
can see, I've gone ahead and taken the eyes out since they seem to be working just fine.
No shit,
In addition
buddy?
to that, I also went ahead and took off a foot and the right hand since they were pretty much the only remaining exterior pieces that weren't turned up.
Dude, you're just making this thing scarier. Genuinely. You are just making this thing scarier. 350K a year, though? Oh my god, you couldn't pay me $1 million to do this job. Honestly, you couldn't pay me $1 million to be in the same area code as this motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest, dude.
Ruined. So, all of those endo parts, along with their exterior pieces, can be boxed up and shipped off. Alright, so that's about everything I could salvage from this thing so far. The only thing that could also go, but it's giving me a hard time right now.
The only thing that could also go is gonna be you, brother man. Let's evacuate the facility and let's go find another job. That's the only piece we're missing to this puzzle right now.
The head plate here. For some reason,
Don't take off the head plate.
Won't budge, and I have no idea why.
I'm gonna excrete everywhere if you take off the head plate.
Could still be holding it in place, and so far I've found nothing. However, I do remember the report naming the headpiece specifically, so that means it's one of the main pieces.
Don't do it if you know what's good for you.
So I don't know. I guess let me keep cracking at it until something gives.
Nope, let's do no more cracking. I'm done cracking, we're done cracking, everyone's done cracking. We don't need any more cracks. No one needs to get cracked. I don't want to be cracked. You don't want to be cracked. Bonnie doesn't want to be cracked. No one wants to crack here. Let's stop the cracking and let's get to packing. That was kind of a bar. I can't even lie. I'm not even gonna lie. That was kind of a bar.
Then I'll
Who the fuck just said I do in the chat, bro? Come on, dude. Lock it.
start the recording and let you know what I find out. Alright. After a bit of force and a few extra cuts, I managed to...
Oh my god. You're an actual fucking muffin. You're a muffin for taking that off. I promise you I'd pee my pants if I saw this shit.
tear the face off, as you can see down there. So I figured out that the headpiece still wouldn't budge because it's completely glued to the back of the head, which is very unusual. So if I were to try and force it off, it'll most likely tear in unpredictable directions and make the entire thing unsalvageable. But they did make it sound like they only wanted the actual face of the animatronic, so that's down there along with everything I managed to physically scrap from this thing. So we are done with that then. Okay, let's see. Odor report. Okay then. We've recently been receiving complaints about smells and unpleasant odors emitting from the animatronic. Yeah, no kidding.
Literally says on the paper, quote unquote, like something died. Oh, brother, use your fucking brain. Genuinely, dude. Like, I mean, you couldn't draw this up any worse, dude.
These odors have been described as rotten. Yep, decomposed, like something died inside it.
You literally saw the thing move by itself, and then you read this with the most calm tone of voice ever. Bro, you actually deserve it, dude.
We suspect that perhaps a rodent or animal had accidentally found its way into the animatronic and became trapped within its chest.
I guess that's
Press
kind
down
of
both of the shoulders to remove the torso of the animatronic. What?
Oh my god, stick it in me, bro. Yo, I promise you, as soon as that power goes out, I'm pulling out the 9 and it's getting aired. Left, right, center, just spraying. Magazine dump, clip from the pocket, reload, brrr, everywhere, dude. I'm taking no chances with this bullshit.
Damn it, not again.
Okay, not again. Yo, you actually make me want to fly to whatever state you're in and personally give you the most devious backshots of your entire life, brother, man. What do you mean not again, like the power has gone out around these freaky-ass animatronics before? Oh my god, this guy pisses me off.
Huh. I guess the power went out.
And the animatronic.
Yeah, I might have tripped a breaker or something with all that computer commotion.
Yeah, you must have, dude.
Alright, let's go turn the power back on and hopefully finish up.
He's gonna die.
What the?
Oh, it's locked. Hey! Oh! You are about to get the most devious backshots of your life, dude. I don't even need to fly out to give them to you. You are actually about to get them personally from Bonnie.
Let me out, guys! This isn't funny!
Who do you think you're talking to, brother, man? It is just you in the facility. The you guys is the demonic presence that's outside that door right now. And inside the door.
Let me finish up real quick in the dark. Where'd it go? Oh, really?
Don't jump scare me.
Right now? Come on, come on!
Oh, butter my nips. Oh my fucking god. Yep, here we go. He's dead.
Oh, what? What the?
Oh! Yes, yes, Daddy, give me more. Red lights on the eyes is crazy, bro. Actually crazy.
Why is it? Oh, God.
Oh my god, brother man, evacuate the area immediately. Why are we standing still? Someone riddle me that. Why are we standing in the same few square inches that we were previously just standing in? I mean, do we have the IQ of a pigeon? Are we dumber than a pile of rocks? Let's go, bro. I mean, let's skedaddle. Oh! Oh my god.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Daddy, what the fuck? Daddy, you know that scared me, dude. Don't do that. Wait, how did it not kill him, though? It didn't kill him?
Jesus Christ, what was that?
Oh! Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, I'm hard. Oh. Alright, chat, that's gonna do it for this video. He died. He died. He's currently dead. Oh, bro. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, out of all the FNAF VHS tapes that we've watched, that one is low-key the most tame one. But it honestly was like, dare I say, like the scariest. Dare I say. It wasn't drawn out. It was pretty solid. Like, I thought that was good. I thought that was good FNAF VHS tapes. I actually think that one was scary too, because it's like even though it's all in one room, like you're still like nervous, like what the fuck's gonna happen, and especially when he has his back turned the entire time. It's a good FNAF VHS tapes right there. It's a good FNAF VHS tape right there. Okay, chat. All right. So now we got this one down. Let's go ahead and react to the second one. So this one is gonna be the salvage, and this one's only 8 minutes long. Oh, wait, I don't want to spoil anything. This one has 2.1 million views. Oh wait, no, don't start yet. Chat, back-to-back FNAF VHS. Here we go. Let's go. All right, chat. Without further ado, the salvage FNAF VHS tape. Let's get it. Let's go. I like furry femboys.
All right. Is this thing on? Recording. Okay. So, boss wanted me to come in a bit later than usual to do some after-hours salvaging on the older animatronics. Since we're opening a new location sometime of June of next year, essentially we're going to see if we can reuse as many parts as we can. That'll go on to be used for the newer models. I'm fairly new to all this, to be honest, so I'm not quite exactly sure what to expect going into this room here.
I'm going to tell you right now, if I worked at a pizza shop with animatronic beings that could or could not be demonically possessed, and my boss calls me and says, "Hey, brother man, you want to come and work some overtime? We're going to pay you $6 an hour." I'm going to tell him to hang up the phone and go and kick some fucking rocks. Not a single ounce of my being wants to be involved in whatever kind of tomfoolery is going on within this animatronic pizzeria.
But Bob told me when he went to go do the hands and the mouth that it's really nothing more than just a few audio clips played from a tape recorder. So hoping I hope I'll get a similar experience going into this, but I'm not entirely sure of that. So boss said to record me doing it as well for archive purposes, and also to have some proof that I actually did it. And so let's see what's in here. Oh shit, fucking keys. Jesus, dark in here. Okay.
Nope, I'm out. Oh my god, I'm so tight. Listen, bro, I feel a common denominator with every FNAF VHS tape we watch is that these people genuinely have no common sense. Like, they actually have the IQ of a brick. I could walk into my kitchen, pick up a watermelon, and that thing would be smarter than these people who are recording these FNAF VHS tapes. The door just shut behind you, and you say, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then you keep just going on with your jolly old day. Bro, shit ain't sunshine and rainbows around here. Let me tell you that right now. I don't know if you know where you are. You're at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Shit is not sweet, dude.
Fuck. Well, that's fine. All I have to do is find the lights in this place. I'm sure they're nearby. Maybe. Fuck are the lights right now?
Finger me. Genuinely, 2 at one time. Why? Oh my god! I promise you, I turn on the lights and see some bullshit like that. I'm nuking the entire building. Everyone within a 50-mile radius is getting a Hiroshima-like treatment. Some might say I would create the second Nagasaki on wherever the hell this is. This is outrageous. Like, I don't even know how you see this bullshit and then continue the job, dude.
Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck me. Alright, well.
That's so creepy.
Everything's set up.
This is much worse than the other one.
Jesus Christ. Fuck, that's creepy. Right. I guess he wasn't wrong. Alright. Let's get this shit over with.
Oh my god. I'm actually, my nuts are inside my chest right now. Brother man. What, like, this design is totally by choice, by the way. Like, they could have like tried to make this any less creepy, and they were like, nah, let's stick with this bullshit. Like, okay, someone hear me out here. What child is looking at this monstrosity and saying, yippee, like, I want to give that guy a hug? No, dude, or it's not a guy, it's a girl. But, like, what are we doing? Seriously.
Let's see. What is that? Okay. Alright then. Let's see. Looks like the tape's already in there. All we gotta do is play it, so let's see what we got.
Congratulations on completing your first day.
Oh my God! Is that who is that? Is that William Afton or is that I was gonna say the purple guy, but the purple guy is William Afton. That has to be William, right? I just forget, guys. I forget the FNAF lore. It's been a while.
However, your job isn't over just yet.
I don't really know.
There's another aspect to your end-of-day routine. You must complete the maintenance checklist.
Fantastic.
During this testing phase, check on the animatronic frequently. If you feel that it is becoming unstable, use the taser provided to you.
Oh.
You can use it 3 times.
Oh my God. Oh my God. If I heard that on the voice recording, I would actually, number 1, Thanos smash the recording. Number 2, get out of there as quick as the Flash. All right. Taser and animatronic in the same sentence, like, that shouldn't even be involved. The moment you call me into a job and say, hey, here's a fully loaded firearm, a taser, an atomic bomb, and, you know, just pull the trigger if anything crazy happens. Brother, man, don't have to tell me twice, bro. I won't even be in that situation. Give me a good pair of Nikes and I'm just running away. Like, you don't even have to, like, tell me all that, dude.
Times without damaging the hardware. Every use over 3, however, will decrease the item's salvage value.
Interesting.
Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God! Why the fuck would it make that noise? Seriously. This was used in a kid's restaurant? Why in the actual hell would that be a noise that this animatronic makes? What sense of joy and sunshine and fun is that noise going to convey to the children in the restaurant? This is so fucked.
Yep.
I like men. Why is it moving its arm? I hate these videos with a passion, bro. I actually can't stand this shit. Where are his hands? Why are there no hands? Or his hands?
Alright. Looks like the left arm moved.
Is that spaghetti? Bro, that looks
Up
like
a little
my mom's,
bit.
like, homemade spaghetti.
Okay. See if anything else moves.
It sounds like a predator. Not in like a weird way, but like actually like a predator.
Document results.
Like from
Alright,
Predator
so the
versus
left arm
Alien.
went up about 90 degrees, so I guess I'll mark that as a yes. Okay. So far, so good.
Okay, before we continue, if we keep recording, I'm gonna need you to keep the camera on their face. I can't, dude, once again, for like the 9th time today, I can't do the panning up, down, left, right bullshit. We're gonna need to keep the camera on one central focus point, and it needs to be their face, because I'm not getting jump scared with this shit again.
Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
It's the same noise, bro.
There we go. Alright, so right arm just moved on that one.
Are the arms supposed to be moving right now? I don't even
Looks
know.
like a scarecrow now, but...
Document results.
Alright, so same thing with the right arm, so that's another yes. Okay.
Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
Easier than I thought.
Dude, why does it sound like that genuinely? I thought like I thought that the original 2 audio prompts were like broken audio prompts. I'm pretty sure those are intentional, and it's actually supposed to sound like this, dude. Like, what are we doing?
This one's creepy.
Oh, this one's creepy. The other 2 that sounded like a fucking mechanical machine, like wiring up, wasn't creepy. God, this guy's a muffin. Dude, I can't stand the motherfuckers who are behind the camera during these VHS tapes. Like, actually, I could probably go and catch a tadpole and it would have a better IQ than these guys, bro. It's crazy.
Like nothing so far.
It's gonna jump scare.
Document results.
Or not.
Okay, looks like nothing moved that time.
I thought we were gonna get jump scared, but
That's
I guess
a no then.
I'm low-key surprised that they didn't jump scare
Alright.
us there. I thought for sure.
Begin audio prompt.
I like it rough. Is it just me, or is he was not looking down just a few seconds ago? Fist me if I'm wrong, but he was not looking down at that person a couple seconds ago. Tell me I'm wrong, yes or no. I might be seeing things. I don't know. I don't think he was though.
Prompt in 3, 2.
Okay, well, I guess that counts.
Stop looking away! Stop! 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 I'm so tight. I'm so tight. Dude, stop looking away from the fucking animatronic. It actually makes me mad when I watch these videos.
I guess that counts. So, you know what? Fuck it. All right, I'm just marking some sure for now. All right, so the eyes moved on that.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god, shove it in at a medium pace with no lubrication. What is that? Tase it! Taser, taser, taser! I low-key paused it too soon. I didn't get that full jump scare effect. I'm sorry.
Alright, I guess the hips moved too. I don't really know.
Oh, I promise you I'm out, bro. No need for that. I'm out of there.
1.
Hips moved on that one.
Yo, just wait till he starts moving his hips inside you, brother, man. He's going to be thrusting you like Prime Johnny Sins in a few seconds, dude. I mean, get out of it. Like, oh my god. How does this happen to them and they don't, like, just leave the room? Is that Kermit the Frog? What is this sound, dude?
Document results.
Okay, nothing. Son of a bitch, don't you... Nothing on that one.
Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
Why are we in the middle of a hurricane? Why does it sound like there's an airplane taking off on the audio recording right now? Genuinely, what are we doing?
Document results.
Okay, nothing again. Another no. Keep my damn eye on this fucking thing.
Okay, oh my god, I'm actually gonna touch you in the places where the sun doesn't shine. You just said you're gonna keep your eye on this thing, and then you look down not even a millisecond later. You actual loaf of bread. You pissed me off, bro.
Fuck, alright.
Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
Is Mozart in the lobby? I'm sorry, that was a clip farm.
Document results.
Okay, another no.
It's gonna do it, it's gonna do it.
Okay, last one.
Begin.
Oh my god!
prompt in
Every
3,
time he looks up, dude,
2,
I'm ready to go.
1.
Whoa, hold on a second.
Oh my god. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's... Dude, run! Get out of there, brother, man. That is not part of the test, dude. Genuinely evacuate the area.
What the fuck? Whoa.
Whoa, dude. What the fuck? He's opening his mouth. Oh my god. Someone stinks in here, bro. Run away, bro. I don't know how to say it. I gotta like spell it out for this guy, dude.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
So bad I can't breathe.
What the fuck is that?
I like, man. What the hell is happening, dude? Why are our eyes rolled back? And why did they just make that noise? Or she, or he, or whatever their gender fluid monstrosity is of whatever I'm looking at. What is going on?
Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh, fuck.
Why are you still in the room? God damn it, this guy pisses me off. I can't stand this motherfucker. Get him banned. Get him banned now!
Fuck this job. Oh, fuck this fucking job. Okay, we can do this. Come on.
Oh my god, he said we can do this like this is Dora the Explorer, like an episode of Bubble Guppies. Brother man, it's just you! It is just you in this room, and you're the one that's choosing to still be here. Oh my god! Who just said take a dump on me in the chat? Dude, what the fuck? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our feet, we're going to move them 180 degrees behind us, and we're going to skedaddle. All right, brother man? I don't know why we're playing Ice Cream Man or Ice Man. Oh my fuck! Ice Cream Man music right now, and our eyes are, I don't even know where the hell they went. I don't really know, actually. I have no idea where they went. Dude, what is going on?
Oh no. Oh no. No.
Okay, so you're gonna sit there and say, oh no, oh no, oh no, and then you're not gonna run. Alright.
No. Where the
Houdini's in the house. Where the fuck did it go? No, hold on. Okay, that's outrageous. The fact that it just like disappeared without a trace like that. Okay, come on now. Wait, this isn't fucking like magic tricks, bro. This is Chica's magic show.
Where the fuck did it go? What the fuck is this?
Dude, okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be scared right now, but when he yells, it reminds me of like those shitty ass Xbox 360 mics that you could just like blow in and like assault someone's ears on the other side of the microphone with. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You gotta be an OG Xbox gamer to know what I'm talking about.
What the? No.
Oh my god, just shove it in at a medium pace and do it till I secrete in my pants. What the fuck is happening? Yeah. I fucking hate these videos, bro. I'm actually done. Hey, last one ever. On God, I'm never reacting to shit again.
Oh no.
Oh my god, that actually, okay, actually, oh, shove it in me. That actually scared me. I did not, I'm so tight. I did not expect that to jump at us. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna like build up the scare a little bit more. That actually kind of frightened me. Okay. Alright, I'm never reacting to this shit again. Let it be known to the entire universe, I'm never doing this shit again. I'm done with the FNAF VHS tapes. It's never happening again. Ever. Never happening again. I can't, dude. I can't, bro. I actually can't do this shit. I can't. Oh, bro, I didn't react. We got Tommy Tough Knuckles over here, dude. Tommy Tough Knuckles not reacting. Someone get this guy a jock strap. God, my throat hurts from yelling. Okay, chat, let me film a quick outro. I gotta go to the bathroom, and then I have to restart my TikTok stream because it got, like, flagged for harassment and bullying. Dude, I hate that I can't do TikTok streams and I react to, like, horror stuff because I always call the people in the videos, like, stupid or whatever, and then TikTok thinks I'm, like, bullying someone. So they always take my streams down. TikTok, I'm gonna end the stream real quick and then I'll be back in like 3 minutes. I'm gonna film 2 outros and then I'm gonna restart the stream. Be back in a second, y'all. Alright, Twitch chat. And YouTube chat. Okay, guys, let me get these outros real quick and then we can jump back into it. Actually, I need to go to the bathroom and I need to post on TikTok and then we can jump back into it. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like on it as well as subscribed. And if you guys want to see another part to our FNAF VHS tapes reaction videos, make sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe. And if you guys want to watch any of my other videos, I'm going to leave those right up here for you to enjoy. And if you guys haven't already subscribed, I'm going to leave those right up here. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning into the video today, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out. Okay, now I got to film an outro for the first video I did. Actually, I guess I could just use the same outro for both videos, right? Because they're both FNAF VHS tapes. Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay, chat, in the meantime, I don't know if you can see what's on the screen, but let me know which video you want me to react to next. I will be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Good night. right, chat. Oy, my goodness. Okay, yo, real quick, I was thinking about adding. You guys want me to film a video live on stream? I need to add something to my video. Maybe I'll just put it in the caption. I don't know. Should I put it in the caption of my new video? Let me think. Let me think what I want to do here.
What's up, dude? You're chopped as shit. This is a free round for me. Come on, man. Give me some harder.
What's up?
Nah, dude, you're even more
Yeah, I'm on.
chopped. This round goes to me, bro.
Yeah. I'm not reacting to anything. I'm just trying to think. They just released that the Hansa virus is like a rapidly mutating disease. So I'm trying to think if I want to add it to my video or not. I'm Amish. All right. Oh no, chat. My sister's in here. I'm just kidding. Do you want to watch the FNAF VHS tapes?
Is it scary?
It's so scary. That's why I was screaming. Did you not hear me?
No, I did.
No, we're gonna react to this one. Or wait, no, actually, we're gonna react to. Chat, which one do you think that's we should react to?
Let's react to a scary
Crack on stream.
Let's
Alright,
react to a scary one.
there, I just did the scary ones.
Oh.
I'm thinking we're gonna do the most ridiculous jobs that no
Wait,
longer
how can
exist.
you see what they're saying?
These are all the chats. This is TikTok. Well, TikTok is gone because I had to restart the stream. This is Twitch and this is YouTube.
Oh.
React to Sam and Colby. Dude, everybody keeps telling me to react to Sam and Colby. I don't think I can react to the videos. I think I get demonetized. I
To
just saw
who?
you twerking, bro. I was not twerking, bro.
I'd believe it.
Baller.
Oh,
Chat.
I forgot they can hear through that now.
Yeah, so they can hear you talking.
Yeah.
Guys, which one should we watch? I feel like we should watch the. We did these two. What was? I want to watch the one how the pilot hijacked his own plane because I feel like that one's gonna be interesting. I don't really know. Is this gonna be this? Is this gonna be the 9/11 story, where the pilot retook his plane, or like maybe the crew did it? I don't even know.
You don't know what happened in 9/11.
No, but do you not know that sort of like 9/11? I think the crew like took over the plane. Let a
When
wet one slip on my face.
When it was in Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah, the one
guys.
that-
I know I'm pretty.
The one that bar. The one that the crew like took over, or the passengers.
With
I
the
mean,
passengers. Why is it not on TikTok anymore?
because I'm restarting the stream. Chat, what do I add this to my video? I feel like I can't. I might just put it in the caption, guys.
So I just
Wait, that's Canvas. Chat, I got a video on hantavirus, Canvas, and how much for my girlfriend's Instagram. PayPal me 1,000 probably, and I'll probably send it to you, even though it's publicly available. Ball right. Femboy kisser. All right. Let me think. Chat, let me think. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it in the caption. A video on hantavirus. Bro, I just said I'm posting that. Okay, I'm actually gonna post it right now, chat. So the caption's gonna say they just called it a rapidly mutating disease as well. Bang. Okay, chat, it's getting posted in T-1 second once I post my reaction my reaction video on my spam. Chat, I'm gonna post, and then I'm gonna get the TikTok stream back up, and then we're all gonna make sweet, sweet love to each other. No. No, no, no. The address is Jinxie fan mail, bro. Dude, what? Bro, I wish I had enough motion that my fans would send me like fan mail so I could. Dude, if I could do a fan mail video once per week, that would feed generations. Nobody sends me like. Actually, people send me fan mail, but like it's mostly letters,
You got
which
a
I
glit-
love. I love letters.
You got a glitter bomb.
Yeah, and the one fucking time that I did get, I thought I got something good, or not even something good, just like something other than a letter. It was a fucking glitter bomb, dude, and I almost opened it in my car. And I was like, no, I know better than I know my fans well enough. Get her some McDonald's tropical. I appreciate the $2. We'll go and get some ice cream with
He'll
that
get
too.
McDonald's for himself, not for me.
Yep. So my girlfriend thinks I'm big. I mean my sister. I'm just
Cousin.
kidding. Yeah, cousin. First cousin, not distant.
What?
What? What? Guys, me and Ava are gonna play Rainbow Six Siege later on stream.
That's not happening.
Bro.
Don't name drop my name.
No.
He doesn't give me a chair, guys. I never get to sit in a chair while I'm here.
Bro. I literally don't have a chair. Hold on, guys. I need to re-enable this. Scuba.
What is purple app?
Twitch. Scuba. Hold on, I need to read. By the way, he actually said my comment out loud in another stream. That's me, son. Alright, chat, new videos are getting uploaded. It's at 88% right now. Go watch it on TikTok. Or I guess it's going to be uploaded on YouTube and everywhere else. Scuba. Okay, chat. Once it's uploaded, we're going to start reacting. Yo, my videos actually all did well yesterday, chat. Am I back? Are we back?
No.
Yeah, no, we're probably not back. Okay, chat. I'm posting them on Instagram right now, and then we can get back into reacting. Best clip. Scuba. Yo, guys, make sure you guys tune into the new YouTube video tonight if you guys didn't catch it on stream like 4 days ago. Bro, the title and the thumbnail, I feel like, are going to be a banger combo. Dare I say, the video might be, potentially, hopefully, will be one of my top 3 videos on the channel. I don't know. I feel like the thumbnail and the title are really good, but I guess we'll see. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
What is this?
That's YouTube.
Is it behind?
I don't know why it does that. Yo, YouTube, where am I at in the stream right now? I feel like that's just behind, but I feel like it's in real time. I don't think there's a delay on my YouTube stream. I don't think so. I do always notice that, though. How do I see that, actually? I forget. Scuba. I don't know, Chad. When does the stream start? Tomorrow.
Next month.
Next year.
No, stop copying me. I wish I could see myself in the camera.
You can.
No, I can't.
Oh, like one of the mirrorless ones? Or whatever they're called. What time in Texas? 2027. None of that. Scuba. The $1 million artwork. What's that? Is that a video I should react to? Am I not tapped in? Scuba. I don't even know what my chat's talking about half the time.
Someone actually...
I need to enable slow mode on YouTube. Let me actually do that.
Someone actually DM'd me as soon as you got on stream and was like, when are you going to start being featured in all of Carter's streams?
Chat, I'm going to turn on slow mode for YouTube. Sorry, chat, I'm really just like sitting here yapping. The video's still uploading. We'll get into one soon. Alter content by chapters. Tags. What was I changing, chat? Oh yeah, slow mode.
There's so many things to read. Do you read them all?
5 seconds. What did you say?
Nothing. What's the slow mode do?
It makes it so they can't just spam the same website. I mean, the same, I was reading a comment, the same message 10 times in a row within the span of 2 seconds. I actually might make it, chat, is 5 second stream, or not stream delay, is 5 second comment slow time or slow down, whatever the hell it's called? Is that good, or do you think I should make it 10? I feel like I might make it 10. I think 10 is reasonable. I mean, when are you sending more than one comment in 10 seconds? Let's make it 8 seconds, 7.5 seconds. We'll make it 8 seconds.
I'm coming back in a second.
You're coming back?
Yeah.
You may as well just stay out there because I'm gonna react to this video.
Well, I can still come back.
You want to be in the YouTube video?
Yep.
You can't hear anything.
So?
Okay. So we're review baiting.
I will come
Alright.
back.
You won't come back?
Bye, guys.
Say bye, guys. Say bye, cousin. Oh, chat. She just unconsensually did that to me. Someone report her. I'm just kidding. Chat, don't report her. Scuba. Okay, chat. Okay, slow mode is on. Let's get the tic-tac. Or tic-tac. Fuck, I sound like a millennial. Let's get the TikTok stream back up and running, and let's get into this reaction video. I want to at least react to 2 more videos. This one's only 11 minutes, so we actually might be able to fit 3 in before 6 o'clock. But alrighty. Nope, don't start the video yet. Do not start the video yet. Alright, chat, without further ado, we have how a pilot hijacked his own plane. Let's get it, let's go.
At 9:27 a.m. on the 24th of March, 2015, a plane got in contact with the Marseille en route control center. It was an Airbus A320-211, operated by Germanwings, headed from Barcelona to Dusseldorf.
Never heard of Germanwings.
Everything seemed normal. The captain read back the air traffic controller's clearance at 9:30, allowing him to fly to an en route waypoint. Only a few minutes later, something was off.
This is actually sorry, we're only 30 seconds in, I'm pausing. This is my worst nightmare, bro. Like, I already have, like, somewhat of a fear of traveling on planes. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys do too. But there are just so many things that I feel like can go wrong with plane travel. Like, hijackings, bad weather. There's just so much, bro. Like, sometimes you're sitting next to, like, just the worst people possible. Crying babies, bad food service, bad service in general. Like, I don't even know. Oh, you can't see the video? Oh, my fault. Dude, thank God you guys just shouted that out. Okay, we're going to have to restart because my recording's on Twitch. Okay, we got to restart the video. We got to restart. I'm sorry, chat. We got to restart. Thank you, Twitch chat. Thank you, bro. Dude, if I would, oh my God, if I would have gone through that whole video and you guys wouldn't have been able to see the video, I would have lost my mind. Okay, chat. Got to go back. I'm sorry. We got to restart the video. All right, chat. Without further ado, we got how a pilot hijacked a plane. Let's get it. Let's go.
At 9:27 a.m. on the 24th of March, 2015, a plane got in contact with the Marseille en route control center. It was an Airbus A320-211, operated by Germanwings, headed from Barcelona to Dusseldorf. Everything seemed normal.
Who in the chat just said, when is the fuck a fan contest? Bro, my chat, dude. Like, genuinely. That's never been a thing. It won't be a thing, and it's not a thing. Dude, like, it's not, that contest is never happening.
The captain read back the air traffic controller's clearance at 9:30, allowing him to fly to an en route waypoint. Only a few minutes later, something was off. The control center in Marseille saw that the altitude for the aircraft was around 30,000 feet, almost 2,000 feet lower than the original cruise altitude, and declining. Marseille contacted the plane and asked what altitude the plane was cleared for.
See, like I said, like, this is my worst nightmare. Before I even reacted to this video, I literally told you guys, like, plane flying is my worst nightmare. I actually couldn't imagine what I would do in a plane hijacking situation or, like, bad weather. I'd probably shit a brick. You know what I mean? I've been fortunate enough to never actually have to go through, like, a plane ride where there's just, like, crazy turbulence. Like, we're talking, like, Megan Thee Stallion, Kim Kardashian on a Friday night kind of turbulence. I mean, and hopefully, you know, pray to God that I never have to go through that kind of stuff. But it's just, like, my worst nightmare, dude.
But they received no response at all. Over the next 30 seconds, Marseille tried to contact the flight crew 2 more times. No answer. At 9:34, the control center tried a different frequency, but again, no response. From 9:35 until 9.
Imagine being in that control room and just witnessing that plane, like, go further and further down, and you can only assume the worst with, like, no communication, no answering, no nothing. Like, you can only assume that they're about to perish right in front of your eyes. That must be, like, so stressful.
In 39, the Marseille control center tried to contact the flight crew multiple times over different frequencies. An air traffic controller from the French air defense system also tried, as well as another aircraft. But each time, no response from Germanwings Flight
It's probably
9525.
because someone's got airplane mode on. You know, I actually learned that the other day. You guys are going to call me a muffin for this, or a loaf of bread, a watermelon, a walnut, a pigeon, whatever you're going to call me for it. I didn't actually know that airplane mode did something. And go ahead and throw the stones at me, crucify me if you will. I always thought that turn on the airplane mode propaganda. I thought it was propaganda. I thought it was propaganda and the government was trying to plant chips in our head and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm just kidding about the chips in our head, but I didn't know that it actually like interfered with communications and the plane and stuff.
At 9:40, radar contact was lost. The French air traffic controllers triggered a distress phase, declaring that the aircraft and its occupants were in imminent danger and required immediate assistance.
Okay, genuine question though. What the fuck do you do if they require immediate assistance? Like, what is like, I want to know, like, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to find out, but what goes down in that scenario? Like, what are you going to do? Like, fly another plane next to that plane and then, like, parachute onto the plane like some Mission Impossible bullshit? Like, I mean, I'm sure if you employ Tom Cruise to do it, he would somehow get it done and probably, like, throw himself out of a couple moving vehicles here and there. But it's like, what do you do, bro? What do you do?
At 9:41 a.m., Flight Germanwings 9525 crashed.
Bro, I thought I was about to fucking hit the... Oh my god, it did crash. Bro, I just got like triple faked out. I saw it heading into the mountains. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna fucking blow up. And then it went past. I was like, oh, it didn't blow up. And then it blew up.
Into the side of a mountain in the Alps. What happened?
Shout out to
The crash
Fern for making
occurred
this
on a
video
remote
possible, bro.
mountain. Because there was no access by road, emergency crew had to be brought in via helicopter. The plane was completely destroyed. The debris field vast.
Everyone's dead. I promise you, no need for emergency crew. Everyone perished, and the rest of their family tree is gone. I wouldn't even waste the time going to that crash. Like, they all died in a Nagasaki explosion, and you're like, yeah, let's send in some emergency crew, and maybe someone, by the grace of God, is living. Or maybe they're trying to, like, collect the debris and put them back together. I don't know. I mean, they're cooked, though.
But the pieces of the craft, small.
Wow, I will say, actually, I know I keep pausing, I'm sorry. Go ahead and tug me at a medium pace if you want to. I don't really care. But I don't think I've ever seen a plane crash where there genuinely is no, like, large piece of the plane. Like, dead ass, the entire thing exploded and burned up. That's crazy.
The cockpit voice and flight recorder were found in the same week, although they were both severely damaged. When flight investigators stitched together the data, a story of intentional action formed. The plane was hijacked, but not by terrorists. Let's go back.
Question, if I may. Why? Okay, I'm gonna secrete everywhere. Why is it like not a thing nowadays that like pilots just lock the door? Like, is there not like some way to like manually lock the cockpit from the inside of it? I guess I could see both sides of that argument, because it's like, okay, if you are able to manually lock the cockpit from inside and someone takes it over, then they're just they're in there and you can't get in there and you're cooked. But then on the other hand, like, you're not going to have that scenario as long as the two pilots get into that cockpit and then the only people who can open that door are from the inside. And I guess, like, you can make the case, like, the argument that maybe sometimes the people who are hijacking the plane probably take hostages and they're like, okay, if you don't open this door, I'm going to kill them. But it's like, dude, that's actually a good question. What do you do if you're the pilot there? Because, like, you're a pilot. Like, you're not technically, like, a public servant. I guess you're a public servant, kind of. But it's like, do you value your own life or everyone else on the planes more? Because, like, oh, I like men. Okay, so we're going to cut that stutter out of the YouTube video. But, no, we're not. Let's actually keep it in. The viewers want to know the real me. No, but seriously, I'm sorry, I'm really yapping here. Let me get to the point. If the hijackers take a hostage, right? And they say to the cockpit, they're like, hey, if you don't open this door, we're going to slime the entire plane. Like, what do you do? I reckon they're sliming everyone anyways, so I'm probably not opening the door, and I don't know.
After the aircraft leveled off at its cruise altitude, The captain left the cockpit to go to the bathroom at 9:30. While he was in the bathroom, the plane was almost immediately set for a different altitude in the cockpit.
How so?
At 9:34,
How
the captain came back and requested access, but he got none. The door was locked.
so? Oh, so
As
you
he
can
stood in
lock it
front
from
of
the
that
inside,
cockpit
okay.
door, the captain began to understand. The co-pilot had hijacked the plane, and he had no
Stop.
way of getting in.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I thought they were gonna say like some like random pilot got up out of his seat and then went and hijacked the plane and they couldn't get back in. Damn, it really be your own people, bro. Co-pilot hijacked it. God, that's some Mission Impossible bullshit. This is like a movie plot. This was 9/11? Stop. Wait a minute. Wait, no, there's no way. This did not happen at 9/11. Okay, hold on. Let's let the video play.
After
Let me shut the fuck up.
2001, cockpits were changed in order to protect
Oh, okay.
those flying the plane from potential hijackers. To enter the cockpit, a crew member has to call the cockpit on the intercom and press the pound key on a keypad, which buzzes the cockpit. At that moment, the pilot can switch the door control from norm to unlock, and the crew member can enter. The crew is also given emergency codes, which they can use if there are concerns.
Yo, I'm sorry, I'm pausing. It really is crazy to think, like, just think about, or if you don't know, I guess you can go and, like, look it up and research it, how different airplane travel was before 2001. I mean, they would let you bring all types of bullshit in the airport. Like, you could literally pull up with an axe, but as long as it had, like, that little rubber part, they're like, yeah, bro, you're good. Like, come on through, buddy. Like, I don't think you guys understand, like, how different airplane travel was before 9/11. And it's crazy that, like, no one ever thought some shit like that was going to happen. Like, looking back on it, we can call it stupid, but, like, I don't know. That's just crazy that it took, like, that big of an event to have those kind of security measures in place.
For those in the cockpit. In that case, the crew member will use the emergency code on the keypad, triggering a 30-second timer, and the cockpit door will open for 5 seconds. However, there are situations where those in the cockpit want to override the access by the crew, like during a hijacking. In that situation, the pilots can switch the door control to lock, overriding all emergency access. And it's that mechanism that the co-pilot used to permanently lock access to the cockpit while the plane began to descend. The captain was locked out of the cockpit without any control. At 9:39, the cockpit voice recorder picked up violent blows on the cockpit door. The captain had repeatedly tried breaking in.
Genuine question for everyone in the chat and everyone who watches this on YouTube when it comes out. If you were in, like, you're a passenger in this scenario, I feel like I would actually take my chance just jumping off the plane. Because, like, you know you're cooked. Like, if you stay on that plane, you are 100% cooked. But there are, like, known cases of people jumping out of planes from that altitude and actually surviving. I don't know if you guys knew that. We actually should probably, like, react to a video that covers that. I don't know, bro. I'd also rather go out on my own terms. I would kind of, like, rather go out on my own terms. I feel like I wouldn't want to, be the victim of someone else's circumstances.
To gain access. But the cockpit door was reinforced. Made to withstand armed hijackers, the captain stood little chance. In the last minutes, the passengers, crew, and captain all knew that the plane was going down.
I wonder why he did it. I guess they were gonna
No
cover
one
that.
survived the crash.
That's crazy.
144 passengers, 4 cabin crew, and the captain and co-pilot died. Amongst the passengers was an entire school class
God
returning
damn it.
from a field trip to Spain.
It's like, dude, listen, if you ever get on a plane, and there's some, like, important or sad group of people on the plane, like a group of nuns, I mean, you're fucked. It's like, imagine someday you're getting on a plane and you turn to your right and the guy next to you says, like, hey, bro, like, I actually just invented a water-powered car instead of gas. And all you can do is, like, look forward and know that, like, some CIA, like, self-implosion bullshit is about to go down on that plane. Like, and the crazy part is that, like, this kind of stuff can happen to anybody. Like, you literally never know when it's gonna happen. Like, and that's the whole thing that's like scary about this.
The captain, Patrick Sondenheimer, was a 34-year-old father of 2. In the aftermath, his wife set up a foundation in his name, intended to help children and young people handle grief and crisis. He had thousands of total flight hours, and his last moments were dedicated to trying to save the plane and passengers.
Also, another genuine question. Do they not have maybe like a couple parachutes on the plane? Like, is that ridiculous to say? Like, I thought like they at least had like 2 on every plane. I guess not, because isn't it like if you jump out of a commercial airplane, like that the jet engine just sucks you into it? Like, gives you that crazy Gluck Gluck 3000, but it's like to your entire body? I could be wrong. But it's like, they should have one for everyone. I mean, it's 144 people, and I think like most planes are like 200 people nowadays, maybe even more. I don't know. I feel like I don't know how big a parachute is, but I feel like it's definitely doable. Like, I'm surprised they don't. I guess is what I'm getting at here. Like, I feel like that's a safety feature that they should add. I don't know. Might be just
The
me.
co-pilot was 27 years old, and from a young age, he was passionate about flying. His bedroom had posters of Airbus, Boeing, and Lufthansa, and he'd become an expert glider pilot as a child.
I don't know what a
He joined
glider is.
Lufthansa's flight academy straight out of school, but only a few months into the program, he stopped. He was suffering from a deep depressive episode, treated with antidepressants, and spent multiple months in the care of a psychiatrist. Eventually, he received a medical recommendation declaring that he was in remission.
Okay, I think the reason why this story kind of like disturbs me so much and just like kind of scares me is because the pilot, like, usually like you hear about a plane hijacking, like whatever, it's like some terrorist organization, it's some mentally insane person. But no, like it literally was your own pilot. And like the pilot, when you get on a plane, is like supposed to be the person you can trust, which is why this is like so disturbing to me, is because like the pilot was the one that did that shit. Like, you would never expect it to be your own pilot.
After a few months, his student pilot license and fit-to-fly medical certificate were restored. But if he needed any more psychiatric treatment, he'd be grounded from flying.
I can't believe they let him back in the air. Like, do you blame whatever organization like allowed him to get back in the air? I feel like anybody with like a mental issue, like, and this is gonna kind of sound fucked, but I feel like if you have any sort of mental issue at all, you shouldn't be allowed to do this kind of stuff. And I feel like they have this with other jobs. It's like, if you have like depression or something, like you can't work certain jobs because it like impedes your ability to actually work and like operate and function. It's kind of like how they like retire air traffic controllers and pilots at the age, I think air traffic is like 56 and then pilots is 65, because they literally have such like mental decline that they can't handle being in high pressure in situations because they can't like make quick decisions like it takes with being a pilot and air traffic control.
But he continued with his training until he ran into a problem. While filling out a document required by the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration to fly at an Arizona-based, Lufthansa-operated flight school, he said that he had never been diagnosed with any mental disorder.
Yeah, and see, that's what I assumed was happening. It's like, that's the fucked thing about these kind of jobs, is like, you really have to, like, I don't know how it works on the back end, but like the background checks have to be so thorough, because like people can just lie. Like, you're not, I mean, I was gonna say you're not legally required to disclose this kind of stuff, but you definitely are legally required to disclose this kind of shit. But it's like people can just lie. Like, there's no way of fully knowing. And it's like, especially, I'm sorry, I'm really yapping right now, especially if the person who has these issues hasn't gone to like the doctor before. Even if you do a thorough background check, there is no way of knowing that that is going on in their own brain.
This was a lie, and he got caught. Lying on an FAA application can lead to a jail offense or the end of a flying career. But the FAA gave him a second chance.
Yeah, like, why?
He admitted to depression and was accepted to go to Arizona. In 2013, he joined Germanwings, a low-budget airline owned by Lufthansa. And a year later, his depression returned. He thought he was going blind, visiting ophthalmologists and neurologists multiple times per week.
Oh my god. Not to get off on another side tangent here, worst fear ever. Dude, I think the scariest shit in life is like dementia and Alzheimer's is like where you shake, I think. But like dementia and those like people who slowly go blind, like my vision is terrible. If I don't have contacts in, I literally can't see anything that's not 2 feet in front of me. I don't even know. Like that is so scary to me. Like imagine just like going through your entire life and slowly just losing the ability to see or hearing too. God, like I couldn't imagine my life not being able to see or hear.
Because he was seeing stars, halos, flashes of light, streaks, and flying insects. But the doctor's scans didn't find much. He was diagnosed with hypochondriacal disorder, as well as emergent psychosis from his family doctor.
Oh my God, and he's still flying? Jesus Murphy. I mean, I do want to feel bad for the guy, but it's like I more am like focused on how this guy was still able to fly planes. Like this is crazy. Like I bet you obviously that some laws have probably changed since this whole situation has happened, and like there is no second chances if you have like a disease, you're cooked. But like this is crazy to me that this is what it takes for like stuff to get changed.
And that doctor urged him to go to a psychiatric clinic, but he'd do no such thing. Instead, in January of 2015, he returned to the psychiatrist that had helped him in the first place. He received psychotherapy and went on heavy antidepressants while continuing to work and fly. From February to March, he received multiple sick notes from multiple doctors. He wasn't all right, and he wanted something to change. 4 days before the crash, he turned to his computer to understand the locking mechanism on the Airbus A320 cockpit door. On his outbound flight from Dusseldorf to Barcelona, he tested the descent settings for a moment while Sondenheimer was outside the cockpit.
Damn, this whole thing is actually like so sad and so scary at the same time. Question really quick, another side tangent. Can't the government like somehow track your searches even when you think they can't? Like you guys know those stories where like the FBI will like prevent a big like terrorist event from happening because they see people's like search history and they're like, we have to go investigate this guy. Like I guess like I was gonna say this could apply here and like maybe they could have done that, but it's like he is a pilot and like you have to think like maybe he just wanted to like know how the locking mechanism worked. I feel like that's not an outrageous thing to search up, especially if you're a pilot. Like I feel like that's not that crazy. It's definitely suspicious, but not that crazy.
Return flight, he used it to bring down the plane. How could this have happened? Pilots are required to do health screenings and annual checkups, but mental health is easier overlooked than physical.
True.
Since pilots operate under an honor system, they're expected to self-evaluate their health. And this can be an issue. The co-pilot was declared unfit to work by his doctor,
Big issue.
but he decided to just not tell his employer. But if someone like him is a risk to public safety, a doctor can break doctor-patient confidentiality and report him to authorities.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised that didn't happen in this scenario because it's like the only reason I know that this is a thing is because I am Catholic, and when I used to go to confession, I like there's like a thing where it's like whatever you tell the priest or whatever, he can't tell other people. It's like the confidentiality whole thing. But like if you are in immediate danger of yourself, or if you're like harming people, or maybe like you confess to a crime, there's like the priest can like break that or whatever, and they can tell people. I don't really know exactly how it works. Not too tapped into all that anymore. I kind of forget the rules of it. But I'm surprised that didn't happen here with this pilot. Because like I feel like if I'm that doctor, number one, I have to live the rest of my life with all of that guilt that this was on me. And like in a way, I am at fault for a plane of 150 people or however many it was dying. I don't know. But yeah.
So why didn't at least one of the multiple doctors who wrote multiple sick notes and declared him unfit to fly think that the co-pilot may have presented a risk for public safety? Enough of a risk that he couldn't be trusted to report himself. We don't know. The doctors
It's a simple answer. We don't fucking know. That's what I was gonna say. Like, there's no way they have like a reasonable explanation for why they did that, because I don't think there is one.
may have believed the co-pilot was a risk to himself, but not to others. Being depressed does not make you a killer.
True.
Or maybe the doctors were just scared. Breaking doctor-patient confidentiality does not come without risks.
Also true.
It's even possible cultural factors could have played a role. Privacy and data protection are valued really highly in Germany. But trying to understand why doctor-patient confidentiality wasn't broken is a dilemma and issue best left to healthcare professionals and ethics professors. And unfortunately, we're YouTubers.
That's true, bro.
So we encourage you to read more.
I can honestly see both sides of like why they would and why they wouldn't. Like, yes, he poses a public like safety concern, but also I can see why they'd be afraid of like getting sued, or, you know, the ethics of it. It's like, do you break it? Because like they said, being depressed doesn't automatically mean like you're a killer. But I do think it matters in this context of being a public pilot. I don't know.
About it in these articles. Nonetheless, when you're watching this today, it's important to understand that this type of incident is incredibly unlikely.
True.
In the aftermath, the European Aviation Safety Agency proposed multiple safety regulations. Psychological screening for pilots increased, and multiple airlines adopted a two-person in the cockpit at all time rule, although Lufthansa has recently phased this out. In 2015...
Why would you phase it out? I was about to say, as fucked up as this sounds, I think it's... Oh, this is going to sound crazy on camera. I think it actually is a somewhat good thing that stuff like this Okay, let me phrase this in the best way possible. I think it's somewhat of a good thing that these things happen, because like we're able to change for the future and install new laws and rules and whatever to make sure it doesn't happen again. But it's also like damn, I wish it wouldn't have happened in the first place. Like, I feel like this is like low-key like common sense kind of. I wouldn't even say it's common sense. Like, I can call it common sense now because like obviously I just watched this video and I know about all these airplane accidents and stuff. So I don't know.
Germanwings was rebranded to Eurowings. The decision was made prior to the crash. In the end, Lufthansa compensated the families of the victims, but there are questions about whether it was enough. The families have faced losses that no money could ever heal.
Another fucked up question while we're on the topic. Do you guys think there's any, like, and I mean this in a serious way, I'm not even just saying this to, like, clip farm. Is there genuinely any amount of money that could ever bring back, like, a family member or a friend for you guys? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's like, it's an interesting question. Oh God, this is gonna sound so fucked when I say this. Oh my God. God damn it. I really think it depends on like how close you are with them, and it's like, how much money are we talking? Like, I don't know. It depends on like how old they are, what your relationship with them was, like who they were to you, like mother, father. I don't know. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to cancel myself, but I think it's an interesting question to ask yourself. Like, who, like, if someone came up to you and offered you $1 billion, but in exchange you had to give up one of your family members or your friends, I mean, who are you sliming out, bro? Be honest. Be honest with me.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was insane.
All right, chat. That's going to do it for this video today. Honestly, I thought this video was a little bit more informative. I think we had actually some like good conversations with it. I don't think this was like a crazy like, oh my gosh kind of video. I enjoyed this one, so let me know if you guys enjoyed it if you're watching on YouTube right now. And yeah. Do you know what psycho mean? Dude, what is happening on my Twitch chat right now? What is happening? Okay, chat. That's that video down. So now we got to react to let me know what you guys want to do. We have these, so, okay, we can react to history's most ridiculous jobs that no longer exist. Can you become Batman with $1 billion, or inventors that were killed by their own inventions? Let me see how long each of these videos are. The inventions one is 20 minutes. Batman is 11 minutes. And the most ridiculous jobs is 19 minutes. Bro, dare I say we could crank all of these out before I end stream today? Batman, inventors, job one, Job. The Batman one. Batman. I guess, bro, let's just do all of them. Like, I feel like we can crank these out. We got a 19-minute one, a 20-minute one, and an 11-minute one. Let's do, I'm trying to think because I got to post on TikTok here shortly. Let's do, I probably could crank out, let's do the Batman one first because then I'll post and then we can watch this one and then we'll finish up the stream with this one. And then we'll have plenty of YouTube comment for the week. I need to go to the bathroom though because I'm about to piss my pants. So chat, I'll be right back. No
You just inherited one.
I like mad. All right, no one move a muscle. I will be, yo, motherfuck. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back, chat. Hold up. Zibadora. Zibadabadabadora. Zibadabadora. Okie dokie. All right, chat. Let's do this thing. All right, chat. Without further ado, we got how much money does it cost to become Batman? Let's get it. Let's go.
You just inherited $1 billion. There are over 3,000 billionaires on Earth right now, and not a single one is Batman. I'm taking that $1 billion blank check and going on the ultimate shopping spree to see if I can actually become the Dark Knight. We're buying the armor, the gadgets, the cars, and the cape, going from the cheapest items to the most expensive mega projects. Can it be done? Let's find out. In the comics, Bruce Wayne gets his gear from Wayne Enterprises. When I searched Google for what Wayne Enterprises actually does, I found out that they're an everything company.
How much is Wayne Enterprises worth? Like, in theory, could Mark Zuckerberg or like Elon Musk go out right now and become Batman? Do you guys think yes or no? I don't know. I feel like you can buy a certain amount of stuff that could like make you Batman, but like you have to be trained by Ra's al Ghul in the mountains of the Himalayas or wherever that happened. I don't even know. Yes, no, nah. Dude, I feel like Zuck could. Zuck, give me that Zuck, daddy. No, but I feel like he could. Maybe not Elon Musk, bro. He's a chud.
Seems oddly convenient. They do everything from medical and scientific research to bioengineering to philanthropy. The one thing we care about, though, is defense contracting. For this scenario, we're going to say that I don't have access to an everything company that my family has been building for over a century. But that's alright, because with the money I just inherited, I can buy access to the world's greatest defense contractors, such as Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman.
$1 billion. Before we even get into this video, I feel like you can become Batman with $1 billion. I feel like the only thing that $1 billion isn't buying you if you want to become Batman is like a good like physique or like training. Like that stuff is like, no matter how much money you have, that stuff is going to take time. You know what I mean?
First, let's tackle the suit. The 2005 Batman Begins Batsuit is primarily constructed from a durable Nomex survival suit, a fire-resistant material designed for military applications. The entire thing is then covered in black rubber, neoprene, and molded urethane armor pieces. While this sounds good in practice, a plated suit will always have vulnerabilities in areas such as the neck and joints to balance mobility with protection. Going against people with weapons like knives and
realistically, if Batman were to be a real thing, like how quickly do you guys think he would die in real life? I mean, I'm giving it a solid weekend and a half. I don't think he's making it very long before he perishes. There's just no way. Like, I don't know. Oh, I'm so tight, bro. I think eventually, like, the robbers are going to be like, oh my god, if I just shoot him in the neck or the elbow, he's done.
Heavy machine guns, we're going to need something a little more protective. What I'm looking for is instead something called shear thickening fluid armor. This is real liquid armor technology currently in development. It's soft and flexible like a wetsuit, but the nanosecond something hits it like a knife or a bullet, it hardens into a solid shell. Since this isn't on the market yet, I'll fund a custom DARPA research grant to get it made.
How is that not on the market? Why don't we just use that worldwide? It's got to be expensive if it's not out there already. Or maybe it's just not studied enough. Damn. Imagine pulling up and like I don't even know. This is going to sound weird. Imagine like pulling up on an op, even though I live in a white suburban gated neighborhood and I've never even had an op in my life. And you just mag dump him and shit's just flying off his chest like Dwayne Johnson in that one movie where he's like throwing the grapes and he's just peck popping them off. What is that movie called? Journey to the Center of the Earth, I think. That's literally what it would be like.
They'll make 5 just in case. Price? $1.8 million.
Jesus Murphy. $1.8 million for those suits? No wonder it's not on the market. It costs an arm and a fucking leg. You got to take out a multi-million-dollar mortgage just to afford them.
Now that I have the base layer, it's time to focus on the cow. They're not really just selling bulletproof, night vision, supercomputer bat-shaped helmets at Walmart. So I'd have someone modify an F-35 fighter pilot helmet. Those cost around $40,000 a pop. But an F-35 helmet is the size of a beach ball.
I was going to say, it's going to look
buy
goofy.
3 of them, strip the tech, and pay an engineer to miniaturize it into a carbon fiber helmet reinforced with Kevlar. And let's throw in a throat microphone to modulate your voice so you don't sound like an idiot growling at people. Cowl.
Dude, I always wondered that. Like, why does he talk? I know it's like, so he, I think
Cost
it's like, okay. I think it's like, so he can like hide his voice, but he always sounds like he just got done like throating a Johnson, dude. Like, I don't know why he always sounds like that. It's always kind of thrown me off. I feel like the person that had the best Batman voice, oh gosh, I don't know. Chat, who do you guys think had the best Batman voice ever? If you're watching on YouTube right now, let me know.
$1 million. Protection is great, but who is Batman without the cape? The main issue with the cape is the gliding aspect. The cape we see in the movies just isn't large enough to actually support a human. According to a 2015 video by Nerdist,
this is the surface area you would need for just an average glide. It's huge.
Dude, imagine fucking you're a criminal and you commit some crime and you look up and Batman's just like got a picnic blanket on him, just like flying down on you. That's like, that would not intimidate me at all. Actually, maybe it would. I don't know. I don't even know.
A cape would need to be about 18 feet across and look like this. That's a big problem for a stealthy crime-fighting ninja. But no problem is too big for money. To solve this issue, I'll hire someone to create a professional expanding glider cape like Jay Laser. Cost? $2 million. For the hands?
I don't know about that one. I feel like now, I don't think money can buy that. Like, if it's literally not physically possible, how is he going to pay $2 million for it? I mean, I'll let it slide. But I don't know if that's even possible.
I'll need sap gloves. These are weighted knuckles filled with lead shot. They turn a normal punch into a sledgehammer swing without breaking.
Oh, don't even get me started on this fuck-ass movie. Bro, come on. Superman versus Batman? Oh my god, this was the biggest money grab of the century. There is no universe in which Superman should not beat Batman. Dude, Batman is just some regular Joe Schmo. Dude's got no superpowers, and he's fighting a superhero from planet whatever he's from. No, in no world should Superman ever lose this.
Your fingers. For the boots, I'll grab some acoustic dampening soles.
Kryptonite? Dude, I don't give a damn about Kryptonite. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. Don't even get me started on the movie.
These are used by special forces to absorb the sound of footsteps on concrete. Compared to the helmet, these are pocket change. Price, $5,000. This is Linda Hemming. A pretty fitting last name given her profession, which is being the GOAT of costume design. Hemming designed costumes such as all the Dark Knight suits, James Bond, and more. To make sure everything is cohesive and coordinate everything, I'll give her a crisp $500,000. I may now look like Batman, but I'm still just a guy in a fancy costume. To actually be Batman, you need the utility belt. In the cartoons, this magical yellow pouch conveniently carries anything necessary for the plot without running out of space. However, in real life, Batman can't be a hoarder. Instead, he needs to be a prepper. I'll have an arsenal back at the cave, which I'll get into later in this video, and only pack what is necessary for the mission. I'll then grab a Ronin Tactics Task Force belt. It uses a Cobra buckle rated at 4,000 pounds.
Dude, utility belts are so sick. Every time I see like military videos, I'm always looking at the utility belt. Like, you just got every like utility on you, bro. So badass.
Meaning I can literally hang from a helicopter by my waist, no problem. At a price tag of $200 each, comparatively, they're pretty cheap. I'll grab 3 and have them customized with pouches costing another $10,000. Then some good industrial.
Holy shit. An extra $9,800 for some pouches? I mean, what are they fucking... Are they lined with diamonds? What are we costing $9,800 for?
sheet metal comes in at $45 for 5,000 square inches. At that size, I could get around 300 batarangs from that much metal. Keeping a machine shop on retainer will run a bill
Batarangs,
roughly
I
of
forgot about
$150,000 a month for 500 batarangs. Thus, I'll account $1.8 million to the batarang budget.
What the fuck? Wait, hold on. How did we get to? Oh my god, how did we get to
A
2
month
mil?
from that much
Well, let
metal.
me watch that
Keeping a
again.
machine shop on retainer will run a bill roughly of $150,000 a month for 500 batarangs.
Do you guys think Batman, like, once he's done chucking his batarangs, you guys think he, like, picks them up? I feel like if you're walking around Gotham City, like, imagine just finding a batarang. Dude, oh, that's actually a good question. Do you guys think he picks them up? Has to pick them up. Because then he's just, like, leaving weapons around, like, civilians. Because isn't there something special about the batarangs? I could be wrong. Isn't there something special about them that, like, makes them so dangerous or whatever? I don't know. I feel like he might pick them up.
Thus, I'll account $1.8 million to the batarang budget. Alright, let's rapid fire off some of these other gadgets. Yearly smoke pellet supply, $5,000. Yearly CTS 7290 flashbang supply, $80,000.
Wow.
Yearly supply of non-lethal explosive pellets, $250,000. Lockpicking kits, mini mouth scuba tank.
Yo, I will say this. I'm sorry, I paused again. Batman would be a whole lot more effective if he just fucking slaughtered dudes. I mean, seriously. Like, I know he's about the whole, like, non-killing thing. Dude, maybe that's why Gotham's so dangerous. Maybe it's because you just break their back and then let them go. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Batman could clean up Gotham in the span of maybe a week, and he'd be good to go. It's like, as soon as criminals see you just, like, sliming out other criminals on the spot, like, they're not gonna do bullshit, dude. You know what I mean?
Ties, mini laser torches, small evidence bags, a custom-built miniature grappling hook, a mini laser microphone, which
$250,000 for a grappling hook? That's gotta be cap.
works by being a laser you point at a window a mile away, and it reads the vibrations of the glass to let you hear the conversation inside. A universal forensic extraction device to break into people's phones. A handheld match.
Is that a real thing you can buy? Like, someone be dead ass with me. If I go out and take $15,000 and go find whatever that thing is he just mentioned, can I just hack into anybody's phone? There's no way that's a real thing. You know what I mean?
Spectrometer to identify explosives and narcotics in seconds at a molecular level. And, last but not least, we'll add in a $500,000 discretionary fund just in case we need to buy something we don't have. That brings our total for just gadgets up to $3,021,600.
There's no way he spends
I
$1
now have
billion.
the suit and the gadgets, but right now, I'm just a glorified cosplayer with a trust fund. If I drop into Gotham tonight, I'm probably going to be put to sleep and won't wake up after the first fight. Bruce Wayne spent a decade traveling the world to master every skill known to man. I need to speedrun that. I can't just sign up for a generic MMA class. Instead, I'm going to hire the UFC featherweight and lightweight champion, Conor McGregor.
Oh my god. You're going to get Conor McGregor to teach you how to fight Superman? Listen, Conor McGregor is one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time, but I promise you, he ain't laying a fucking finger on Superman. I don't know. I mean, it's like, who else are you going to hire, though? Maybe John Jones? Yeah, I don't know, actually. Maybe that is a good pick. I don't know.
That is $5 million a year to teach you how to break bones efficiently. We then need to train for any sticky situations we might find ourselves in, such as needing to get out of handcuffs underwater. For that, we're hiring a retired Navy SEALs butt instructor and David Blaine.
What the fuck are we doing? Okay, so we're hiring Conor McGregor to help us fight, and we're hiring David Blaine for magic. We're losing the plot a little bit here. Like, I promise you, like, I know Batman didn't hire a magician to help him learn how to escape from handcuffs. I don't even know.
That's another $1 million. Lastly, I need to become a master chemist, engineer, and detective. For that, we're going to use a one-on-one tutoring method, hiring the best of the best from MIT, Harvard, the CIA, and more. That's $4 million in salaries. Surprisingly, the biggest cost here isn't the teachers, it's the recovery.
I feel like he's neglecting how much time it'll take. Like, I don't care if you have the best tutors in the world. If you're learning about whatever he was talking about, like chemistry and all that stuff, like, dude, that's gonna take, like, years regardless to master. You know what I mean? I guess you get, like, a basic knowledge pretty quick, but I don't know. I feel like at a certain point, you're just, like, doing yourself a disservice by spending all that money on tutors.
My man gets beaten up every single night, and I need to heal like Wolverine so I can get back out there and do it again. For extensive recovery, we're building a full private medical bay, hyperbaric oxygen chambers, cryotherapy tanks, and a full staff of doctors. In addition to doctors, we need a sleep expert to make sure I'm reaching peak restfulness for maximum recovery.
This is the first one
and
I
on top of that, a personal chef to put me on a Captain America diet. That should cost roughly $10 million.
Oh my god, only 10 million? I thought that was gonna be like 30, 40 mil. Damn. Dude, we have $968 million left. Like, what could we possibly not be able to buy here?
There we go, we're starting to finally make a dent in our billion. But a vigilante can't take an Uber home from a crime scene. It's time to build the wheels and build the Batmobile. The tumbler from the
God,
movies
so
cost
badass.
$250,000 to build. But that was just a prop.
Only
We need a
250?
tank
Wow.
that does 100 miles per hour. But a real tank is too slow. So, instead of buying one, we're gonna have to build it.
Since when
Let's
does
start with a
Batman drive a
trophy
tank?
truck chassis. These things are designed to hit 140 miles per hour over rocks and sand. That's the skeleton. To make it bulletproof, we need heavy armor. However, we can't just armor it with steel plates and call it a day. Instead, we'll use composite ceramic plating, the same kind of stuff on an Apache helicopter.
I will
It's able to-
commend this guy who did the original video. I'll make sure to leave it in the description with the original videos and who the original creator is. The research here is kind of crazy. Like, he's talking about shit that I didn't even know existed. Also, I don't think we're going to really get the tank aspect with one of those, like, off-road vehicles. I thought he was literally going to say, like, we need to make a 100-mile-an-hour tank. I was going to say that. I don't even think that's possible. You'd have to get, like, a fucking rocket engine on the back of that thing in order for a tank to move 100 miles an hour while carrying all that weight.
To stop 50 caliber rounds, all while keeping the weight down. And for the boost, we're strapping a Rolls-Royce Viper turbojet engine to the back.
I literally
It
just
sounds
said that.
insane, but people actually do this for drag racing. It gives you 5,000 pounds of thrust at the push of a button, but being on the ground in Gotham isn't enough. A normal jet is useless because it can't hover.
Okay, I'm sorry. I keep pausing and debating this guy's points. I feel like, though, no matter how much acceleration you have, you're in a city, bro. Like, if you have that crazy-ass, like, engine on the back, and you're, like, driving through Gotham, and then you're, like, full throttle, yeah, boom, and then you just blow up an entire building because you can't control that. Like, you're not going to be able to control that kind of thrust. Pause. Holy shit, pause. But, like, you're not going to be able to control that.
Need vertical takeoff and landing, and the closest thing you can buy is a V-22 Osprey. It tilts its rotors to fly like a plane, but lands like a helicopter. A used one, about $70 million. While the Osprey is
Oh my god, fist beat. 70 mil? That's insane.
cool, we need it black, silent, and armed. So let's add stealth coating and noise dampening rotors. Again, we'll put $10
Now we
million
just go
in
for
reserve
style.
just in case we need to commission the construction of any new vehicles, such as the Batpod or Batboat. Now we're burning cash. That was $100 million on vehicles, and we haven't even gotten into the most expensive part yet.
What
According
could
to
be more expensive?
HomeAppraisals.com, Wayne Manor is a
Oh,
42,500
the real
square
estate.
foot
Yeah, that
mansion
makes
on
sense.
150 acres of land that includes 11 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and a wide variety of amenities such as a pool, gym,
I bet you
library,
this probably
ballroom,
costs
game room,
25
gallery,
mil.
and more, all while being located on the outskirts of the city. In 2012, they estimated the manor costing $32,100,000.
Oh my god, pound me. Are you kidding me? $32 million? All I'll say is, bro, is like, the one thing I never understood in the Batman movies is like, how does nobody notice that Bruce Wayne is just never around when Batman's out? Or like, every time there's some bullshit going on, the richest man in the city, dare I say the richest man in the world, is just nowhere to be found? I mean, I don't know. Seems a little fake and fishy to me, bro. Seems a little fake and fishy to me.
With inflation, that's around $45,316,150.25 today. That's a pretty penny, but the real cash burner is in the basement. First, we'll need to dig out the size of the back.
This shit's gonna be like
Well, we
$300
don't know the
million.
exact number as it varies from medium to medium. We're gonna go with the size that's the same as the mansion itself, and say 42,500 square feet. Digging out and reinforcing a basement approximately the size of an acre would likely cost $50 million.
Why are we going 42,550 feet and it's 150 acres? That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous estimate. The underground part of the mansion isn't going to be the same size as the entire estate. That makes no sense.
That includes excavation and structural reinforcement, high-tech ventilation, specialized construction such as hidden entries that can fit a car, waterproofing, and logistical challenges due to secrecy. When adding in additional construction costs such as different floors, a rotating hydraulic lift for the
Okay, question. I'm sorry. I keep fucking pausing. If someone said, right, or sorry, if someone gets employed to do this kind of job, I don't give a damn if they signed an NDA. Like, they're telling someone, bro. Nobody's just going to an underground mansion, building this bullshit, and then like, oh, yep, just another Tuesday. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, no one's staying silent about this. No one's staying silent.
Batmobile and other finishes, the bill will likely come out to $100 million. We then need to talk about the
Only
additions needed to make the
100
Batcave
mil?
functional. To run a
Wow.
citywide surveillance state,
Oh, this is
you need a
about the
localized
technology.
data center. We're
This is
talking
about
about
the
a custom-built supercomputer capable of breaking military-grade encryption in minutes. To achieve that level of speed, we're going to need to build our own server farm with at least 100 NVIDIA H100 GPUs, to handle real-time data processing of millions of
Bro, there's no way that shit works, bro. Like, you're gonna have the computing power of, like, the fucking sun underneath you. Like, you're like, the power grid required to run that is, like, the size, dude, might even be the size of a city. Of the entire city. And, like, you think the government's just gonna be like, oh, I wonder what this fucking solar flare is coming from the Bruce mansion. Like, no, dude.
CCTV feeds simultaneously and more. That hardware alone is $30 million.
Oh, only 30.
Unfortunately, you can't just buy Bad OS on Amazon. Instead, I'll need a custom operating system that aggregates police frequencies, traffic cams, financial records, utility grids, and high-tech processing into a single interface. For that, I'll hire a team of ex-NSA architects to build a program that doesn't just store data, but predicts crime. One of the main issues with this whole thing is you need to keep it cool. This thing generates enough heat to warm an Olympic swimming pool. Then, to avoid detection, you can't just plug it directly into the city's grid.
This is what I was just saying. This is what I was just saying. Oh, God, I haven't watched this video before. This is what I was just saying, though.
Pull that much power, the city will find you in a day. We need this to be off-grid, and that means constructing a nuclear microreactor.
Okay, what the fuck? We've lost the plot. Where the fuck are you getting a nuclear micro reactor from? Einstein? Like, who's building this shit, dude? Manhattan? Let's let it play.
We just spent $140 million on a single computer. It'll be the most expensive.
Only $140 million to build a micro reactor? Oh my god, that's crazy. I thought it was gonna be like 200 million.
Gaming PC in history.
200 million.
We have the trainers lined up, but to become Batman, you can't just put a bench press in the corner and call it a day. Thus, we need a modular combat simulator. The facility would have a sprung floor for gymnastics to practice aerial.
Bro, imagine you gotta fight like fucking Bane or some shit, and the only experience you have is with like a standard punching bag. Like, you think shit's sweet until Bane like actually just comes up and just rocks your shit. Like, left, right, Mike Tyson, good night, sleeper to the upper decky, falling over, it's bedtime kind of thing. I mean, that's not gonna cut it, brother, man.
Takedowns, and a parkour course modeled after Gotham's infrastructure to master vertical movement. The world's greatest detective then needs a state-of-the-art crime lab. So I'll spring $25 million for the best of the best, such as a ballistics water tank to match rifling on bullets, and a gas chromatograph mass spectrometer to identify
You actually, like, could give me 100 attempts to say whatever word he just said, and I would never get it right.
unknown toxins in seconds. To complete the cave, we can't forget about the trophy room, because what's the point of being a billionaire if you can't flex? A real skeleton, like Stan the T-Rex, recently sold at auction for $32 million.
What? When did we get a T-Rex, and why are we getting a T-Rex? This is just a waste of money. A T-Rex? What the fuck what is the relevance of a T-Rex with Batman?
$1 million. And the giant penny? Let's commission a custom modern art piece made of solid copper. That's another $1 million.
Okay, so we're just doing
Why?
bullshit now.
Because if you're spending $1 billion to dress like a bat,
we still have $500 million left.
But the most important asset in both the house and the cave isn't a machine.
It's a butler. Yeah, I knew it.
In the comics, he's a butler. In reality, he's going to be my logistics.
This is going to be the $500 million budget right here. We're going to spend it all on Alfred, because he's just like a mastermind at everything. Gets us the craziest caviar known to man.
Manager, surgeon, mechanic, and only friend. I don't think you can just hire a temp agency for this. I'll need to find a former SAS combat medic who knows how to stitch a stab wound and repair a jet turbine, all while keeping the biggest secret in history. That's a $2 million a year salary plus benefits in an ironclad.
It's got to be way more than that.
That brings our grand total to $489,652,750.
Let me think. What would $500,000? Like, what am I missing from being Batman? Fuck. What am I missing, John? What is he missing here? I'm trying to think. I feel like he's low-key got everything that I would pick. I think. I don't know.
And 20 cents. So to answer the question, could you become Batman with $1 billion? Yes. So with 3,000 billionaires in the world, why hasn't a single one done this? It's not a lack of technology. It's because to be Batman, you have to stop worrying about a return on investment and learn how to care. You don't need a massive trust fund to look at your community and help someone who's in need. Standing up for what's right doesn't require a tactical suit or a custom tank. To really become Batman, you don't need $1 billion. You can.
What a message. Give it up for the young man that made this video. W message, bro. You don't gotta have $1 billion, but you can still like feet. You don't gotta have $1 billion, but you can still have a crippling foot fetish for goth mommies. I mean, what a message.
Start with 0. And if you like this video,
good rhyme, chat. Good video. I had a feeling, like, since the beginning of the video, like, when he was like, oh, can you become Batman with $1 billion? I was like, yeah, like, there's no doubt in my mind that you can. It's what I'm saying, though, is, like, it comes down to, like, the training aspect of it. And it's, like, how much time is it going to, like, no matter how much money you have, like, you're never going to be able to out-train time. You know what I mean, chat? Okay, yeah, chat, by the way, bro, I've been seeing the Twitch chat. Y'all gotta chill, bro. I gotta ban y'all from the channel. I can't even lie to you. Let me scroll up here, bro. Timmy, I gotta ban you, bro. Like, we can't just be doing that shit. I was trying not to, like, interrupt the video. That's why I wasn't banning him. Sorry, Twitch chat. Dude, that's actually probably a bad look, because now it's in the YouTube video. God damn it. Please get some mods. Bro, I do have mods. I just don't think any of my mods are here. Chat, yo, Twitch chat, is there anybody else I need to ban, bro, besides Timmy? I banned Timmy. Who else do I need to ban? Someone else was saying some crazy shit, bro. Was it to Boiler Boy? I don't think so. Nah, he didn't say anything like that crazy. Chat, yo, just let me know, chat, if anybody... Dude, I keep seeing five dead in Georgia. Let me see this shit. What are you talking about? 5 dead in Georgia? Is it the hantavirus? We're found in an apartment. Oh no, this is just a murder case. Okay, well, I don't mean to say it like that, but this is like 2 years ago, bro. Is there any hantavirus? Dude, they just declared the hantavirus like an expanding thing. I don't even know. All right, let's not worry about that right now. Okay, chat, let me post on TikTok really quick, and then we can get back into reacting. Let's do, which video do you guys want to do? We have 2 left. We got, fuck off. We got inventors that were killed by their own inventions, or we got history's most ridiculous jobs that no longer exist. Which one do you guys want to do? Let me know in the chat. Type 1 for inventors that were killed by their own inventions. Type 2 for history's most ridiculous jobs that no longer exist. One. Seeing a lot of ones. Seeing a lot of ones in here. Oh wait, shoot. Sorry, Twitch chat, you guys are on pause. 1, 2. Seeing ones. Seeing some 2s. Posting on the spam real quick, guys. Hopefully this doesn't get taken down for repetitive content. I don't think it will, but I don't really know. I don't know. Do I stream on TikTok already? I kind of like this video more. I think we're gonna react to this one, and then we'll finish up with the history's most ridiculous jobs. I kind of like the topic of inventors that were killed by their own inventions. It seems kind of interesting to look at. Let's go canvas video here. Let me respond to comments real quick, guys. Bro on bro. Damn, that hantavirus video isn't doing as good as I thought it was. I'm from Germany. I'm feeling a little bit sick. Yeah, I will say, chat, this has nothing to do, I don't have the hantavirus, and I'm not even like trying to clip farm. Dead ass, ever since this shit started, I actually do have like a stuffy nose. I've been sniffling all the past like 2-3 days. Been sniffling up a storm. A storm, I tell you. Bro, my DMs are like so confusing half the time. It's still posted, chat. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna refresh the app really quick. Okay, Chad, how many videos did we react to? We reacted to 4, right? What did we just react to? The Batman one. We've done 4 videos. Do I crank out these 2? Let's at least crank out one of these for sure. Let's get at least one more video reacted to on stream tonight, and then I'll play it by ear on the last one. This one's 20 minutes long. I want to make sure I don't cut my energy thin across all my reaction videos. Okay, let me get these on Instagram, and then we can start. Yo, chat, this is going to sound like self-glazed, but I was looking at the numbers yesterday for, like, social media in general. Bro, do you guys know I'm top 400 in the entire world as a content creator? Like, following and views across all platforms. Like, that's crazy to think about. Like, TikTok, I'm ranked, like, number 360 something, I think, for most followed, which is already crazy. But then, like, when you take into account I have 1 million on Instagram, 250 on YouTube, 400 and something on Snapchat, all that stuff, like the numbers are crazy. It is true though, bro. Like, I feel like a lot of social media influencers are only like, or not a lot. I guess a lot actually. I feel like a lot of them are only like big on one platform. And I feel like that's like that's the biggest downfall of like most social media creators is they don't expand. And I feel like if you don't expand and also like switch up your content every now and then you're just like doomed to fail. Like, that's why I'm so glad that I started doing reaction content, not only on YouTube but on my TikTok spam account and then the skits and shit. I actually feel like if I wouldn't have, when I was getting like a bunch of hate, if I didn't switch up my content, bro, I would have been cooked. Like, I would have been in just like the biggest slump, no views, none of that stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm glad that I talked about this on stream the other day. I'm low-key glad I got the hate because I feel like it allowed me to switch up the content and like find like a bigger audience. Because as soon as I switched up the content, I gained 100,000 followers on Instagram. TikTok, the views started doing a little bit better again. You know, nothing like I'm not hitting like consistent millions like I was like last year, but still, like, you know, shit's just kind of coming together. Then YouTube is killing it. Super happy how the YouTube channel is going. Hopefully the video tonight is gonna be a banger. I hope so. What is the purple app? It's Twitch. Okay, chat. Let's get into this reaction video. This might be the last one, might not be. I have no idea. All right.
Inventions that killed their...
Every time I go to react to something. All right, chat. Without further ado, inventors that were killed by their own inventions. Let's get it. Let's go.
Inventions that killed their inventors.
Flying car.
You ever get crammed and jammed in seemingly endless traffic and you just...
I heard the words crammed and jammed and I thought we were going to go the Johnny Sins route there. I really thought we were going to go down a different avenue on that. So I'm glad we found our way back to traffic.
Wanna... Whoop, not that. Roll it again. You ever get crammed and jammed in seemingly endless traffic and you just wanna... Well, that's what this saucy rack of ribs tried to invent in the early 90s.
Saucy rack of ribs, what the fuck? Aren't flying cars a real thing, by the way, guys? Aren't flying cars like actually a thing? But and the only reason we don't use them is because airspace is too hard to control and all that stuff, and it would actually be like less effective than just traveling on the ground. I'm pretty sure that we have flying cars. They're just too inconvenient for us to use.
1970s. This is Henry Smolinski, a certified American aerospace engineer with a small car and a big dream. Partnered in business with his business partner and fellow engineer Harold Blake, the two sought to develop a compact and affordable flying car to cut down on highway congestion. This completely disregards the fact that 33.33% of drivers can't drive for shit, but I guess they thought expanding the margin of error from a simple road to the entire fucking sky was a solid business plan, but I digress.
Bro, so facts. And I'd say the percentage isn't even 33. It's like 80%. If you guys have ever driven on I-95, oh my god, it's like you're driving next to a bunch of Helen Kellers, dude. Genuinely. Like, I'm convinced that everyone that drives on I-95 actually doesn't have ears or eyes or any motor capabilities in their entire body. Like, it's almost like they've never driven a day in their life.
The two fine fellas founded their own company, Advanced Vehicle Engineers. Together, they began to lay the groundwork, spending countless hours conceptualizing their design. Okay, but how are we gonna make the plane fly? But after a while, there was an epiphany. I got it. The two engineers would take a small car and a small plane and just kinda fuse them together. Yeah, that was the plan. Their invention, dubbed the Mizar, was—
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is going on, bro? I mean, what's really going on here? Like, this is just so much more inconvenient than just having highway traffic. You know what I mean? Like, this is never, like, happening in a million years. Like, we're never getting cars like this.
a makeshift, sloppy, back alley love child of an affordable, lightweight, and rather volatile Ford Pinto, combined with the wings and engine of a Cessna Skymaster. Just slap them bad boys together with a few screws and a couple of prayers, and you've conceptually got yourself a flying car. The basic rundown of the Mizar was for owners to drive to their nearby airport, lock the detachable wings to their cars, piss off the local air traffic controllers, fly to another airport near their desired destination.
Yeah, see, this shit just would never happen. Like, as much as I love the idea of flying cars and how sick that would be, the logistics actually just, they don't make any sense. Like, no one's ever going to be able to do this or justify the use of this stuff. Like, like having to drive to the local airport just to get the wings and then fly to another airport, it's like airspace is so valuable and it's like always being used, so this would just never happen in a million years.
Detach the wings for storage and drive off to where they needed to be, theoretically skipping over large portions of traffic. Once the workday was done, just reverse the process and you're home safe and sound just in time to dropkick your wife for spilling your spaghetti TV dinner all over the conversation pit. This was the 70s after all. Such a life-changing experience could be yours for the low, low price of 29 grand.
Wow. Oh my God. Fist me. 29 grand? Dude, back in the day, 29 grand was like your entire bank account. I mean, fuck, even today, that's your entire bank account. 29 grand back then had, dude, what, 60K today? Maybe even more. I don't really know the exact inflation rate, but...
And that's in 1970s dollars. That translates to about $210,000.
Oh, I'm so tight. Holy shit, was I way off. Almost triple. Damn, that's a terrible business idea. Who's, like, dude, selling a car back in the day for 29 grand? I wouldn't even pay 29 grand for my firstborn child, bro. Go ahead and keep that shit.
Dollars in today's money. For comparison, the average cost of a new car in the early 1970s was about $4,000, so it wasn't exactly as affordable as they planned, but oh well, flying car. The design was finalized and a prototype was ready for testing. Professional pilot Charles Janice was hired to take the wheel. Now, he managed to get the craft airborne, but only for a few minutes. Shortly after takeoff, a portion of the mounting of the wings suddenly snapped, completely crippling Charles's.
So he died. I mean, he had to have crashed and died. Bro, imagine driving along in the 1970s, like you've never seen any sort of technology like this. Like you barely even understand how planes work, and you look up and there's just a fucking flying car in the sky. Like, what even is your reaction to that?
Turning ability. If he were to try to turn the plane, his wings would buckle under aeronautical stresses and send him careening back to Earth in a very foreshadowy type death. Instead, Charles skillfully and poetically landed the Pinto in a nearby bean field just a few miles from the runway.
Clutch.
With a police escort, he managed to drive the car-plane hybrid back to the airport. However, such a high-profile landing of a prototype aircraft caught the attention of the National Transportation Safety Board. They investigated the root cause of the emergency landing and found the Mizar's design to just be plain terrible. The car was shoddily welded to the aircraft frame, which was already severely overburdened by the car's 2,000-pound weight. Any other components connecting the car to the wings were cheap.
Wow, what's crazy is that 2,000 pounds nowadays is like fucking nothing. That's actually wild that was considered like heavy back in the day. Like 2,000 pounds nowadays, or wait, yeah, no, 2,000 pounds nowadays is like nothing. That's like a full carbon fiber Bugatti, if that.
Structurally questionable and the engineering equivalent of duct tape. It got the job done, sure, but just barely. And if you're risking your life to fly or just be in a plane, you don't want it to be just barely functional. Right, Boeing? Nah, they know. Despite several warnings from the NTSB, Smolinski and Blake just kind of shrugged the whole fiasco off. Since they were able to capture real footage of their revolutionary product physically flying through the sky, publicity surrounding the Mizar soon took off. Multiple pre-orders poured in from consumers looking to have that unforgettable.
Stop the cap. No one's buying this. I'm sorry. Back in the 1970s, if you tell me to spend 29 grand, the only people that are buying this are like the Rockefellers. No one's buying this shit. The thing is like, I actually am curious to know who was placing pre-orders for this, because the logistics, like, just common sense tells you, like, dude, this is not a good idea and this is never gonna work.
Experience of clenching their buttholes to each and every metal.
What the fuck did I just hear? Clenching buttholes? How did...
creak as they haphazardly glide through the skies in an amalgamation of steel. Fun fact though, since this was late 1973, you theoretically could pop on Freebird to maximize the experience. Now the promotional footage was alright, but the two engineers needed themselves a fully sustained successful flight to really seal the deal. Completely ignoring all NTSB recommendations to make their aircraft safer and even neglecting to address the issues from the previous failed attempt, the only change that they made was slamming on a bigger, heavier engine to help sustain flight. They even phoned up their pilot pal Charles to lead the second charge. He said no.
I really don't get like how these people who pre-order like thought this was gonna work. Like, that thing is just so obnoxious, you know what I mean? It's like, it literally just looks like a haphazard pile of bullshit, a pile of rubbish. Like, I don't know.
So, on September 11th, 1973, the two towers...
And this isn't even like, I mean, it might be the craziest thing to ever happen on September 11th in the country's history. Flying a flying car. Might be the craziest thing to ever happen.
Towering engineers buckled themselves up for the ride. But when problems aren't addressed, history is a funny way of repeating itself. Just a few minutes into their flight, the compromised wings began to fail under the weight of the new engine, and with one small turn, everything...
That actually kind of... Okay, I got jump scared by that. I don't know why that actually scared me. I wasn't expecting that sound.
Began to fall apart. Literally. The wings effectively disintegrated and tore themselves away from the...
What? They disintegrated? Where are they? The stratosphere? How the fuck did they get so high up? They're dead. There's no way this guy lives, right?
Car, leaving Henry and Harold to nosedive back to Earth. With a single fatal slam, the two engineers met their demise, taking...
Wow, they actually died. Fuck, I thought they were about to make some funny joke and they'd be like, oh, they're alive. No, they actually just fucking perished. Damn. Wow, that's crazy. I bet they're taking back all those pre-orders, bro.
With them the future of their company, as well as the Mizar. Traffic doesn't seem so bad now, does it? Time to go from acrophobia to thalassophobia.
No, I can't do it. I hate the ocean, bro. I hate the deep ocean. I hate big things. I can't do this. I'm already scared.
Way before we had Xbox controllers attempting to navigate us through ocean depths, we had something much more rudimentary. Say hello to the HL Hunley, a hand-cranked, human-powered submarine with a big old bomb attached to it. It's like a relaxing paddle boat on a picturesque pond, but compact, cramped, claustrophobic, and with a big old bomb attached to it. This diving death dungeon was...
Oh my god, you couldn't pay me $1 million to get on this bullshit. Oh my gosh. They probably had to pay to get on here and on this death trap. Dude, same thing with the Titan submersible. Like, if you guys are curious, like, look up how quickly the submersible collapsed under that water. The craziest part is that the people who died don't even know they died. That's how fast it happened. It literally was like Titan submersible and then boom, it was dead. Everyone's dead, everyone's gone. The pressure was too intense. Like that, like, god damn it, loaves of bread, dude. You actually couldn't pay me money to go that far into the ocean. I don't give a damn if I'm in reinforced titanium, diamond, uranium submarine. I am not going down there.
The invention of one Horace Lawson Hunley. Look at that, H.L. Hunley. Now, before you think that that's some kind of narcissistic power move, let me explain. But back in the days of the Civil War in the less than United States, the Confederacy was aching in the sack for any kind of technological advantage over the Union. You see, in the early days of the war, the Union had sent out several warships to blockade Confederate ports, most notably in Charleston, South Carolina. With all of these ships just sitting there, menacingly, the Confederacy was powerless to send or receive any supplies lest they be converted into aquarium decorations on the seabed. To make matters worse, the Confederacy didn't really have much in the ways of a formal navy. The Union controlled almost all of the industrial power, and as such, The South didn't have the technology, let alone any firepower capable of taking these Union warships head on. So if they couldn't
I find it crazy that we actually went to war with ourselves. Like, I feel like I forget that all the time. Like, we have gone to war with ourselves in our own country. It always, like, makes me wonder, like, if we ever had a war today, genuinely, how do you guys think our country would handle it? I don't think we'd be able to. I think, like, with the way, like, people are raised today, and, like, myself included, I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm just not showing up to that shit. Like, imagine getting drafted. Like, you know how they had the military draft back in the day? Like, imagine, like, sitting at home on your couch watching your TV, watching the draft, and you get drafted first overall. And they're like, with the first pick in the military draft, they select Carter Folian. And then your whole family, like, starts clapping. Or maybe they don't start clapping. I don't know. But it's like, genuinely, what do you do, bro? I'm actually going upstairs and I'm pulling the plug if that ever happened to me. I don't play those games, bro.
win face to face, they thought, why not try face to ass? Combative.
What? Why are they talking about my favorite way to do things in this video? How did we get to that topic?
Speaking, of course.
I'm just kidding.
Supplying that ingenuity and elbow grease was none other than the aforementioned Confederate Marine engineer Horace Lawson Hunley. Partnered with fellow facial-haired engineers James McClintock and Baxter Watson, the trio developed and tested 3 submersibles. The first one, the Pioneer, was tested in New Orleans. Sorry, Nolans. But as the North took over the area in 1862, she had to be intentionally sunk to avoid having her design stolen. The second sub, the American Diver, improved on the Pioneer's flaws, but ultimately sank in a rather unlucky surge of bad weather not long after.
Oh my god, it's not even one person tall, guys. Look at this shit. Literally, the only place is there's 2 like head holes. This guy is like barely fitting in here. That's crazy. Why would you ever submit yourself to that kind of torture?
Now that leaves the third sub. Unnamed, this sub further improved on previous designs. Steam and electrical engines were deemed impractical, thus this sub's propulsion was powered by hand. 16 hands, actually. You know, there's nothing like 8 dudes crouched over cranking their shaft while shoulder to shoulder in a
Alright. Yo, whoever made this video, Chat History, I think his name is, brother, we're losing the plot here. Like, this is some shit I would say, so I really can't, like... I really can't comment on it too much, but it's like, come on, bro. I mean, reserve that for me, dude.
Confined space, and I mean a real confined space. The sub's hull measured just over 4 feet in diameter, so not only was it an ergonomic hellhole, but all that huffing and puffing from that shaft roughing.
I would rather get blindfolded, kidnapped, taken to an abandoned warehouse, lubed up on my back end, spanked, and then inserted into, than do this bullshit. Like, actually, this is the kind of thing that I'd expect, like, prisoners of war to have to go through. Not, I volunteer as tribute. Let me go, coach. Let me go. Like, no, bro. It's just not happening. Like, God damn it. Like, why would you even put yourself in this situation?
Was actually a huge detriment to the crew. That's because this sub had no air ventilation system. So dives, although only 6 to 10 feet below the surface, were on a biological clock, with most dives lasting no more than a single hour. So missions needed to be quick and efficient or risk disaster. Unfortunately for the vessel, her early crew didn't even make it to the diving stage.
Damn.
Well, not successfully anyway. The captain accidentally triggered a dive while the hatches above were still open, flooding the...
I mean, how the fuck do you accidentally do that? You literally have one job, and that's to close the capsule when you are ready to go, and you accidentally sink the entire ship. I mean, brother, man, some shit just writes itself.
Sub and drowning 5 of the 8 crew.
Oh my god, they drowned. Okay, this is gonna kind of sound fucked up. How do you drown in this scenario, bro? I mean, just swim out. You know what I mean? It's like, I get it. Like, it's probably scary. Like, you're probably stressed, brother, man. Let's swim out. Let's use our swimming abilities, our God-given abilities. Let's get out of the capsule. I don't know how, dude. If I died dude, drowning's got to be the worst way to die. I think either drowning or getting burned alive has to be the worst way to die. 100%.
Kind of foreboding. The sub was almost immediately raised and thrown right back into service, but this time, Hunley himself took to the helm to perform a training exercise on October 15th, 1863. The exercise was a success. All Hunley needed to do was float the sub back to the surface. It never came back to the surface. At just 39 years old, Hunley, along with the other 7 men of the crew, drowned after a mechanical failure had compromised the sub's buoyancy.
Gosh, I just could never have, I could never imagine having just balls made of titanium steel in order to do this kind of thing. Like, this to me is crazy. I would never, like, I don't give a damn if I was like Einstein, bro. I would never trust my own invention this much. Dude, I don't know. You could never, you couldn't get me within 100 feet of that ship. You couldn't even get it with me within the same state or zip code as that ship.
Well, waste not, want not. The Confederacy raised the sub a second time, shook out the bloated corpses, and returned it to service.
Okay, so, oh my god, you're a pigeon, bro. Actually a loaf of bread, you're a walnut, you're a watermelon. Twice in a row and we're still going? Dude, let's take a hint here, brother, man. Like, come on.
But this time being formally named the H.L. Hunley in the inventor's honor. See, he wasn't narcissistic, just horribly tragic. Hunley was Dunley, but it wasn't the end of his legacy. The sub, on its 3rd voyage, was tasked with finally making a dent in the Union's South Atlantic blockading squadron. Bunch of bastards. Fully manned, the Hunley carved through the water and commenced its attack on one of the unsuspecting ships. The Hunley managed to blow a hole right into the wooden hull of the USS Housatonic, becoming the first submarine to sink an enemy ship in combat. But
ever? Wow, that's sick. I can't even lie, that's kind of aura. I'm surprised the bomb didn't blow him up, though. I feel like with as shitty as this ship and these experiments have gone so far, I feel like this ship would have been blown to smithereens.
There was collateral damage. A lot of it. Although successful, the attack didn't exactly go according to plan. You see, what was supposed to happen was that the charge was to stick to the Housatonic. The charge, still connected to the Hunley with a length of rope, would be detonated after the Hunley backed away a safe distance. After hitting that distance, the tension on—
I mean, bro, they've got some actual kindergartners designing this shit. I mean, how hard is it, dude? 3 mess-ups within probably the same week? I mean, lock in, engineers.
The rope would trigger a detonation mechanism, setting off the 135-pound black powder charge. But since this charge was set off on impact, historians agree that the resulting shockwave from the explosion passed right through the sub, drastically shifting the pressure of the air within the vessel and subjecting the crew to a little something called blast lung. Basically, the lungs of each crew member were instantly obliterated.
Oh my god, that's so fucked. Oh god, that's so fucked up. I couldn't even imagine that happening to me. Oh, that's such a slow and painful death. You just stop breathing. Oh, goodness gracious. Just stick it in me. That's
killing horrible. All 8 men right where they sat. With its crewy now gone kablooey, the Hunley sank and remained lost for over a century until being rediscovered in 1995. The wreck was raised from the ocean floor in 2000, spooky scary skeletons included.
What's interesting to me is that how they know all the history of this machine, even though it was sunk 100 years ago. I mean, I guess like maybe they wrote it down, but it's like sometimes I feel like historians just be making some bullshit up. You guys ever wonder that, like, if historians are really telling the truth or if they're just, like, yapping about some random nonsense? I feel like they are sometimes.
Now we go from thalassophobia to spelunkophobia. Lots of phobias today.
God, I hate
you never
caves,
fully
bro.
comprehend just how friggin' dark mining used to be back in the days of old. Nowadays, professional mining headlamps are able to churn out about 1,000 lumens. I mean, heck, even your phone screen produces about 600 lumens at full brightness as you blast your retinas at 2 a.m. and wonder why you can't sleep. Now, compare those numbers to actual candlelight, the most basic of lighting technology used since ancient times. Even back then, mine shafts still reached hundreds of feet into the earth, and all you had were a handful of candles to light your way through the dark. So compared to a modern headlamp at 1,000...
Do you guys think that would be a vibe back in the day? Bro, I feel like depending on what mine shaft you're working in, I feel like mining could be a sick job. Like, imagine just, like, going mining and, like, finding some diamonds. I mean, I don't know if, like, mining is like Minecraft. It's probably not. But, like, I feel like that'd be kind of sick. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I need to do more research on mining.
1,000 lumens, a single tallow candle emits only about 15 lumens. Drastically different. Instead of a single lamp lighting up a whole cavern, you had several itty-bitty candles illuminating a small line on the wall.
That's freaky
While
as
this
fuck.
was
That's like a
impractical
horror
from
movie,
a
dude.
vision standpoint, it was also super-duper dangerous. When mining for coal,
probably
as humans
gases
often
in
do,
the air,
it's
no?
very common to release pockets of something called fire damp. Fire damp.
I knew it. Yo, chat, I'm not just a TikToker, bro. I actually got some knowledge on me. when you're mining, like you release like gases in the air, and it can get ignited by those candles.
If you're unaware, is a mixture of naturally occurring gases, primarily methane. That stuff just naturally ekes out of coal-bearing rock over time. Actively chipping away at it doesn't do you any favors. Now, I'm sure you are aware that introducing methane to an open flame goes about as well as introducing a healthy cactus into your asshole.
What, dude? Oh. What, bro?
Miners were always in danger of a sudden explosion from leaking gases creeping across.
I forgot we were talking about actual miners for a second, and I thought he was talking about miners right after that cactus line. I was like, what the fuck? Like, where's this video going? But like, where are we losing the plot this much?
Across
Okay,
their
continue.
candles. Well, that's when English lad Carlisle Spedding put his foot down. He came up with this baby in the 1730s, the Carlisle Steel Mill. Why
Sounds
have
like
a
a
somewhat
torture
steady
device.
emission of dim light from a line of candles when you could just have a dude ripping away on this bad boy? The design was simple, inefficient, and retrospectively
What does
stupid.
that do?
Setting the device on his lap or his leg, the operator pressed a piece of flint against a steel wheel and cranked the crank, hopefully generating a feeble, fleeting stream of sparks. And those sparks served as your light source. Nope, I'm not kidding. So imagine
What? How would that work if you're holding your pickaxe in one hand? And that doesn't make any sense.
swanging your friggin' sweet third age pickaxe while Sparky Steve over here is sniffing your shoulders and just showering you.
God, no shit, Carter. I mean, do I ever use my brain, bro? I don't know why I just have such a hard time processing these things.
You in fragments of burning rock and metal. Hey. You're doing a good job.
Yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? I feel like the more and more we get into this video, the more and more we are like, this is some freaky ass like X videos intro, bro. Like, what is happening?
The basic idea was that while open flames definitely cause explosions, sparks might not. In theory, they just don't sustain long enough to trigger an explosive reaction. In theory. Now you might be sitting
That's a
there with
terrible
potato
theory.
chips on your belly like, why not just use a lantern? That's a good question, and those are good critical thinking skills. But lanterns weren't exactly gas-proof either. Methane could still leak in through the frame and lick the flame. While Spedding was an inventor, he still served as a hands-on mining engineer, supervising shafts and checking out holes.
Yo, I feel like me and this guy will be friends, bro. I mean, I don't know if he... Oh, I like men. Okay, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but me and this guy will be friends, I think.
But on August 8th, 1755, in a coal pit in the town of Whitehaven in England, Spedding learned the hard way that even his invention couldn't hold a candle to modern safety practices. Woo. The poor dude done died in a mining methane explosion, reportedly caused by the sparks of one of his own steel mills.
Damn.
He was 59.
Well, here's my question. Why are all these people using the same fucking... Like, why do they use their inventions? Like I said, I would never trust myself to use my own invention. I don't care what it is.
Despite the tragedy, the steel mill continued to be used for another 60 years until the invention of the safety lamp in 1815. There were alternatives like calcium carbide lamps, but they were still open flame light sources, so you were just back to square one.
Really makes you think, bro, about how, like, we were born in possibly the best time period. Like, dare I say, like, I feel like we're born in a time period where technology hasn't advanced too much, where it's, like, overwhelming. Okay, I feel like it already is overwhelming, kind of. But, like, imagine we were born, like, 100 years earlier, maybe even, like, 200 years earlier. We would have been cooked, chat.
Books. Books. Books are neat. Granted, less and less people even read these things nowadays. They were once the absolute only way to store tons of information for scholars and casual readers alike.
I wish we still had scrolls, bro. Having scrolls in the modern era would be so dope. Like, imagine having to just fucking crank open a scroll. Or, like, getting a letter, like, some fucking, like, pigeon just comes in and sits on your shoulder. Letter out of their mouth. You read that shit. It's just a scroll, like the Dragon Warrior kind of stuff. That'd be so sick.
The invention of the printing press revolutionized the industry and allowed even the poorest fellas to dive into scientific discoveries or fictional realms. Once they learned how to read, of course. I like the pictures. But as humanity continued to evolve, so did the technology. Higher demand required faster, more efficient machines to carry the burden. To help bridge that gap, a rotary printing press was invented in 1843.
Don't tell me some random dude died by a printing press. That's gotta be the most depressing way to go. Imagine your life ending over a printing press. Or in a printing press, or on a printing press. I don't know. Let's unpause. Holy shit, dude, why do I keep stuttering?
By American inventor Richard March Hoe. Hoe's design drastically sped up the process. Previous flatbed printers usually capped out at about 1,000 sheets per hour, whereas the rotary press was slinging out 8,000 per hour.
Wow.
Over time, rotary presses grew into
like a
more
5%
complex and
increase
monstrous machines, capable of producing up to 30,000 pages an hour. Good job, but not good job enough.
Like an amusement
While
park
the
ride, like a
throughput
roller
was
coaster.
respectable, the machines were very inefficient. Every paper was hand-fed, requiring extensive staffing to keep the machine running. There was also the drawback of each page only being printed one-sided, so printed pages needed to be flipped and re-fed onto another side of the machine to complete it. It was a whole song and dance to make the machine work optimally. But peeking in on the right side of the screen was American inventor William Bullock.
It amazes me, and I know this is like why they're inventors, but it amazes me like how people even like came up with this shit. It's like, I want to watch a video on this eventually because I'm sure there's one out there, but like how the fuck did we come up with Bluetooth or like radio or like phones calling, any of that stuff? Bro, in what world does Bluetooth, the concept of Bluetooth make sense? You're telling me you looked at the entirety of planet Earth, rocks, mountains, water, trees, whatever, and we somehow made Bluetooth? You will never convince me that Bluetooth is actually something real and that like makes sense.
He took one look at Hoe's machine and scoffed. Huh. Bullock, already a successful inventor with farming tools such as a seed planter, grain drill, and a hay press, looks to expand his catalog. After a few years of making tweaks to Hoe's original design, Bullock unveiled his web rotary printing press in 1863. Using one continuous sheet of paper, the web press could print double-sided and cut
Like, how do
pages
you
in a
even come
single
up with this
pass,
shit?
all while matching Hoe's 30,000 page per hour speed at a fraction of the cost. Bullock's design became the new standard in the printing industry, printing himself a pretty penny in his pocket. But there's never gonna be a more iconic duo than a cluster of moving mechanical parts and a fragile human body. Luckily for Bullock, though, he wouldn't be ending up black and blue and red all over, just his leg. One day, while making adjustments to one of his newly installed printing presses, Bullock needed to strap a drive belt onto a pulley. Now, nearby tools were a perfectly suitable option, but
Oh god, this is like my worst nightmare. Just death by machinery. Bro, it makes me imagine, dude, dare I say it was in Final Destination? I don't know. But like those tree chopping or like the tree shedding machines or whatever they're called, dude, those scare the shit out of me. Every time I see one, I just get reminded. It's from some movie. I forget what movie it was, but like someone got like thrown into one of those like tree machines and just turned into a human smoothie in there. And it always is just like in my mind every time I see one of those things.
Bullock opted for the classic dad move of just kicking that thing right on there, while the machine was still on.
Why?
With one misplaced
you're a loaf
kick,
of bread,
his
bro.
foot had slipped, sending his entire right leg into the drive mechanism of the...
Oh, fist me. That's actually so bad. I need to butter my nips after that. That's actually crazy. God, that's disgusting. Oh, dude, if I ever lost one of my limbs, I feel like I could survive losing an arm. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'd be able to survive losing an arm, but losing a leg, low-key, you're gonna have to pull the plug on me, brother, man. I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna have to pull the plug. I don't think I can live without both legs. If I couldn't walk, oh my god, I'd be depressed. Like, that's just no way to live life, dude. Shout out to all my amputees, though. Love y'all. Love y'all. Hope y'all get better soon. Fuck. Get better soon. Their legs are gone. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I mean, I hope you do get better soon, but like in like a mental way, not obviously a bodily way, because that's not possible. All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let the video play again.
machine, crushing it like a used-up tube of toothpaste. And this, dear viewer, is why lockout-tagout practices are important. Now, Bullock was rescued from the...
Oh my god, that scared the actual... I thought my... Oh my god, I actually just had a heart attack. Fuck me. Just stick it in. My girlfriend is like in the living room right now. I just like felt something. It was this thing moving because it's like disconnected, like it's like really loose and wobbly. Just fuck. Replay the video. I just got so scared.
Machine, but the extent of his injuries ultimately proved fatal. Over the next several days, gangrene set in,
probably died to
prompting doctors
infection.
to attempt to amputate the infected leg.
Oh my
He
god.
didn't make it through surgery.
Imagine
Bullock's
getting your
fate was
leg
signed,
amputated,
sealed, and
dude.
delivered on April 12th, 1867.
Bro, because back in the day, they didn't have anesthesia. If you had to go through surgery, you had to be awake the entire time. Oh my god. I'd rather you just pull the plug. Seriously. I could not do that shit. Dude, oh, fuck. That makes my nuts tingle and tighten just thinking about that.
He was 53.
Lightning
Now, this is certainly
electrometer.
one of
This
these
just sounds like
stranger
some shit that
deaths on
would
the
kill you.
list. Machines can be big and scary, sure, but sometimes Mother Nature is the one that punches us in the face with.
What the fuck? Yo, this animator needs to be locked up. This chat history guy, like, what are we doing, dude? Not once in my life have I ever seen Mother Nature be depicted as some sort of Only Friends star. Like, you know what I mean, chat? Come on now.
We don't respect her enough. But someone like Georg Wilhelm Rieckmann already knew that. He was a Russian physicist.
Yo, imagine, sorry, I keep fucking pausing. Imagine, like, coming home back in the day and this is your fine shit. Like, what am I looking at? Like, what sort of Sid the Sloth reincarnation, Lady Glitter Sparkles looking head ass am I looking at right now? I just, like, imagine having to come home and sit on that face, dude. I couldn't do it. I mean, no shit, I couldn't do it. Fuck, that's not a good look. All right, I'm gonna let the video play.
Who pioneered the field of electrical research, mainly naturally occurring electrical phenomena. You know, like lightning. Dangerous business, that, but someone has to do it. Might as well be the fellow that's at least passionate about it. To help with his research, York designed an electrical rod system that allowed him to measure the intensity of electrical charges in the atmosphere. Ideally, he wanted to quantify the electrical charge of a lightning bolt during a thunderstorm. You can probably already guess how this is going to end. Of course, harnessing the power of a lightning bolt is much easier said than done. Actually, it should never be done unless you have the proper equipment over here, and you've fucked off somewhere far away, like over there. But a little bit of safety wasn't going to stop dear York's dream. His design was kind of simple. It was basically an insulated iron rod slammed through the roof of his house. The rod was responsible for collecting any electrical charge present.
What's the chance of being struck by lightning? What is it? Isn't it less than, or isn't it more likely than winning the lottery? Oh, let's see. Chances of being struck by lightning. Let's see. You have a 1 in, oh my god, 500,000. Okay, I know that's a lot. That is way less than I thought it was, though. Holy shit. Bro, hold on. How many people have been struck by lightning? There's no way it's 1 in 500. What the fuck? 240,000 lightning injuries occur per year, with around 24,000 deaths reported annually. Finger me. There's no way that's true. Survivors of these lightning strikes often suffer long-term health effects, with about 75% experiencing ongoing problems like cataracts, hearing loss, or neurological issues. That's crazy. Holy shit. Wait, let me see. Okay, wait. So what are the odds of winning? What is the most... Isn't it Powerball is the biggest one? Dude, stop. This is cap. 1 in 292 million. So you're telling me that I have a better chance of getting struck by lightning? How many times is that? 584 times. I have a better chance of being struck by lightning 584 times than winning the Powerball? That's insane. I did not know the number was that high. That's actually fucking nuts.
In the atmosphere.
Wow.
The charge would then be diverted to a rudimentary electrometer, a secondary insulated iron rod with a linen thread attached to it. When the rod absorbed a charge, the thread would be deflected. That angle of deflection could be measured, allowing the scale of the charge to be quantified. I know this is a bunch of science stuff in a history video, but bear with me. On the fateful day of August 6th,
This guy has a chemical engineering degree and he's making these videos. Dude, shout out. I don't even know how you end up here, but that's actually kind of sick. chemical engineering degree, and this guy's making YouTube videos. I love it.
53 in St.
he's a good
Petersburg,
animator, too,
Rickman
Jesus.
caught wind of a storm brewing outside. He quickly rushed home to conduct a study, bringing with him a witness to record his measurements. The two set up shop in the lab and began their observations. If you ever decide to play around with electricity, the most important thing...
I promise you, bro, not a single motherfucker, or at least any normal motherfucker watching this video is thinking about playing with electricity anytime soon. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's, we got like 500 people in total watching the stream right now. I mean, I hope you guys are smarter than a pile of rocks and you don't play with electricity.
You need to do is make sure that you, or whatever you're working with, is properly grounded. This gives any sudden, dangerous electrical surges somewhere to go. Somewhere that isn't you. What Rickman failed to do, as you could probably guess by my warning, was ground his electrometer. Lightning struck Rickman's device. The rod was now overcharged, and that charge was looking for the quickest escape route. Unfortunately for Rickman, he was the escape route. According to his witness's testimony, something very strange happened. I wouldn't get too close to that, dude. As Rickman approached the rod to look at the measurement, a bluish white ball of fire about 4 inches in diameter shot from the rod and into his forehead, electrocuting him instantly.
Wow. Into the forehead? Dude, is it painful to die by electricity? Do you guys think? I wonder how painful an electrocution death is. I mean, they use it as capital punishment, so is it bad? I don't know. I feel like it depends on, I feel like at a certain point, the electricity is too powerful where you probably just die instantly because all your nerves get, shocked. Look it up. Okay, let me look it up. Is dying by electricity a bad feeling? I mean, no shit, it's a bad feeling, but how bad is it? Yes, death by electrocution is painful since the electric current produces involuntary muscle contractions, burns, and ultimately cardiac arrest. Yeah, that's what I think is interesting about electrocution. Is sometimes you'll hear the stories of somebody grabbing something that's electrocuted and they can't let go because their muscles are spasming. They literally can't let go. They could literally just let go and they'd be fine. Or at least, I mean, they wouldn't be fine. They'd have injuries. But they could just let go and potentially live, but they can't because their body won't let them. I find it interesting.
The sudden discharge of all of that electricity at once caused a concussive blast that tore through Rickman's lab, knocking the witness unconscious and ripping doors from their hinges.
That's crazy.
Rickman lay dead on the ground, with his clothes singed and a burn mark on his forehead where the bolt had entered his body, and his left shoe blown open from where it had exited. He was just 42. Now, because of the wording used in the eyewitness testimony, some historians attribute the death to a very rare phenomenon known as ball lightning, but others believe the incident—
Ball lightning? That's like some anime Goku shit right there. Ball lightning? Ball right. That's what it sounds like.
to have merely been a clustered bolt. Either way, don't mess with lightning. It stings.
Alright, chat, W video, bro. W video. I thought that was an interesting video, and I thought it was funny to make fun of those people who are idiots and die to their own inventions. W video, though, chat. Good name. Okay, chat, I was going to react to the history's most ridiculous job so long as this, but it's already 6:45, and it's a 19-minute video, and I got to post on TikTok in 15 minutes, and then I also got a YouTube going live in 15 minutes. Oh, yo, also, 18 minutes, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. New YouTube video going out. It's a Swedish bank heist for $5 million. You guys got to go watch it. It's going to be a banger video. Should be entertaining for you guys. I will probably hit a stream on Tuesday, I think, to get more YouTube content. So I'm going to end stream over on TikTok real quick, and then I got to film some outros for the YouTube and Twitch people. TikTok, I'll catch y'all later. I got one more post going up. Make sure y'all go watch my videos today. I love y'all, and good night. Okay, TikTok stream is done, so hold on, guys. Now, how many people do we have watching on Twitch right now? Only 14? It's all right. All right, let me film 2 quick outros, guys, and then I'm headed off here for the night. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like on it, as well as subscribe to the channel. And if you guys are enjoying my videos and you want to watch some of, and you want to watch some of my other videos, I'm gonna leave those right up here. And if you guys haven't already hit that subscribe button, I'm gonna leave that right up here. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning into the video today, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Okay, and then I'll do one more outro. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like on it as well as subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to do daily uploads now, so if you guys want to watch any of my other content, if you found this video interesting, I'm going to leave all of those videos right up here. And if you guys haven't already hit that subscribe button, I'm going to leave that subscribe button right up here. I love you guys. Thank you for every single one of you guys for tuning into the video today, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Good time. All right, chat. Guys, I'm going to get off for the night. I appreciate y'all tuning in the stream. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next stream. Peace out, guys.